I stopped thinking about what they think of me. Yeah, I stopped thinking about what they think of me. I know that we had the power to be whatever we wanted. Light up, just light up, illuminate nature. So light up, just light up, throw your fears away. 'Cause I stopped thinking about what they think of me. Yeah, I stopped thinking about what they think of me. You know that we had the power to be whatever we wanted. Did we take it too far to say that we could not pretend now? Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold, that's worth this waiting cold. And I want something that is real, something to make me feel alive. looking for the real thing. Somewhere we crossed the wrong wires. I dare you to fix this heartbreak. Baby, we got miles to go. Baby, we got miles to go. Spend it all yesterday, 'cause all we got is time. Baby, we got miles to go. America is fast asleep, living life in reverie. So far from where we need to be. Bizarre, can we save our memories? Baby, we got miles to go. Baby, we got miles to go. Spend it all yesterday, 'cause all we got is time. Baby, we got miles to
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to United Rogue. Today we have a great Rocket League matchup coming up. I am Alligator. I'm going to be one of your casters today, and with me I have the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Sis. How are you doing today, man?
Dude, Ali, I am doing fantastic. I'm so excited to get in and watch these matches. Week 2 of playoffs. I cannot believe it's already gone by this fast. These matchups are going to be insane, and honestly, I'm just so excited to see these guys battle it out on the field.
Definitely, definitely. It's gonna be a clash of titans today. From what I've heard, we have the Portland Journey coming up against the Maui Ancients in this Fettuccine League of United Rogue. What can you tell me about these teams? What can we expect today?
Well, obviously, these guys have gotten this far into the season, so we know that they are top notch in here. And of course, this is being in the Western Conference. I know Portland, very well known org. So is Maui. They have some great teams every season. They're always bound up. You always see them on the top in some sort of league. And tonight, we're going to be seeing it at Fettuccine. So I'm definitely excited to see how these guys play against each other and how these guys can figure out each other's play styles and work around it, Ali.
Definitely, definitely. Just as a quick reminder, these are the season 11 playoffs for the Fettuccine League. The Maui Ancients come from a win against the Dallas Vanguard in the first round of the playoffs. Portland Journey, being the number one seed, got a first round bye. So, a priori, they should be the team with the advantage. But we'll see if the momentum of the Ancients can keep them rolling and overthrow the number one seed on this conference. Do you think we're going to see the upset today, or is it all going to follow the script?
Oh, from what I've seen previously, it is. I have seen a lot of number one seeds in United Road get upset and thrown out, especially from that bye week. So maybe that bye week is the deciding factor here, or if these guys have been grinding all week, I don't know. But we're about to find out, Alligator.
That's definitely true. This match is about to kick off. 3, 2, 1, and we're go. The kickoff is a bit even, but Cabo has that ball. It's gonna go towards the Maui side. Good clear. Their flaming truck is gonna be there for the pickup. And we're seeing right off the gate, Portland, they want to play the high game as Flaming Truck was there for a shot. Robotic got the save. And they seem like they want to play the offense here. They're peppering the goal already with shots. Oh, but that's a good clear from Robotic. It nearly went down the field and into Portland's goal. And now it's a counter attack for Maui. Cabo here with the bicycle save. Legit Legend, we see there with a bit of a miss, but it doesn't matter. It's still in the side of Portland. And that's basically what Maui won, right? As long as they're not attacking their goal, they're going to be fine.
I saw Portland right off the bat from the kickoff get the offensive pressure, but Maui's defense looked pretty comfortable. They look solid, and they're trying to get these quick counterattacks. And Portland also holding on, so we're definitely seeing that fill-out period that's pretty notorious for these teams. Neither team really overcommitting too much, but just trying to see what the defense allows them and what they can get out of it. Here, Portland's still getting this pressure here, Ali. I wonder if they're going to get this goal or not.
Oh, and that was so close from Portland. The shot was almost in here. Slum gets the demo on 0. That's going to be a numerical advantage for the orange team, but the side of Maui had time to regroup here. They are very well on the attack, and it seems to me that Maui prefer to keep it close. They're playing all very close to each other, really together. As I say that Portland, they go for a double commit. That's never good to be that close to each other. But they managed to get it out. Cava is there, Robotic now on the offense for Maui. On the other side, Portland, they're keeping it a bit more spread. Here you see there the cross was there, but there was no one really in the middle. Robotic had a really good access to the ball. And so that was a clear here. We see Legit Legend go up in the air uncontested. 0 misses the boost on the corner. Is that going to cost him? He's at 35, so he should be good picking up this corner. But now that hands the ball to Slum from Portland. That's going to be back for a Flaming Truck. And it seems like they're not too focused on being too offensive, right?
Yeah, definitely looking a little bit more reserved, trying to see what they can get and looking for that gap in the defense. Neither team really giving up a lot here. I think Maui's controlling possession a little bit more here, but nothing that's really made Portland feel very uncomfortable. And I'm wondering here, as we're getting close to halftime already in this game, what's going to be the deciding factor here? Who's going to take that goal? Wait, this is a good counter for Legend, but it's off the post. Can 0 fall? And oh, what a save from Slum!
Oh, and that was so close. We were seeing Maui, they want to play these long, clear game. We saw it a bit at the beginning of the game. And, well, it seems like it's the style working for them. I'd say they've had the most possession, even though the first kickoff, as you said, went off to Portland. Here we see Cava trying to get it out of its side. But Legit Legend is there for the block, and I don't think Portland can do much aside from defending. But hey, if the goal doesn't come in, they're good. They can always have a counter attack, a surprise cross. you never know what happens here. We see a legit legend with a demo on Cabo, and that's going to be an open goal. It's robotic, and there he goes, slams it in. 146 to go. It's 1-0 for Maui against Portland.
I was wondering when I was going to see a play like that come in, whether it was a demo in the backfield or whether you just get a lot of pressure going, and Maui sending that first man to go after a demo and stay in that field. A huge play from them, caught Portland off guard. Last man was not able to get back yet. That's a solid play from Maui to take the lead in this game.
But we see Portland here, right on the attack again. Cavo with the shot, I think was legit legend with the save. Now Robotic coming again, Flaming Truck. But now the counter attack seems to be going on for Maui. They stave it off well on the side of Portland. But Portland have found new energies, I guess. Being 1-0 down with a minute to go, it does give you those extra energies. But what surprised me the most is that the demo came from the side of Maui. But as I say that, Slum dunks it in, and there's nothing Maui can do. What happened there? There was no one at the goal line.
A little bit of a mistouch from Legend. I don't think he meant to get that bicycle touch, and Slum come roaring in with a nice placement shot there. No Maui player quite ready for that, and suddenly Portland, like you said, just showing a huge crazy offensive play here. And look at this, there's a bit of a fake kickoff coming in. They're trying to pull out all the plays right here, Ali.
Oh, wait, what? Okay, that was a bit weird. Cavill lets it go past, almost went into his goal. I thought that would be a very lame way to concede a second goal, especially with just 1 minute to go. Now Slum on the attack for Portland. Gonna go into the middle, Robotic with the booming clear now into Portland's corner. Cavill is there for the clear off into the ground and into the midfield. We go again. We'll see if more demos come out or if it's going to go down to these mistakes. Because both teams are really close together, and with 30 seconds to go, it's Maui on the offense. Oh, Cavu, nice save on the aerial. Robotic tries to go for the follow-up with that long dominance plank. No, it's not plank, it's hitbox. I wasn't finding the words because I'm dumbfounded by the level of play. And here goes Zero with the shot. Cavu there to stave it off. That's a really nice save from Portland to keep it 1-1. And with 10 seconds to go, sorry, if it were 10 minutes to go, that would be a lot. It seems like we're going to go into overtime, but no, Robotic has a say on it. Maui, they try to go for it. Zero tried to have that final shot. Legit Legend with a follow-up, but it doesn't look like it. We're going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Portland defense holding on very strong there at the end. Maui peppering those shots. Kava with a huge clutch save there. And Maui not letting go of the gas pedal, already off of the kickoff here. Zero looking for that pressure, and Slum with a nice clear for Portland. But Maui's defense is looking very scary, Alligator.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I feel like sooner or later, they're gonna find a gap unless they commit some defensive mistake on the rare chances that Portland has to attack. There was a bit of a mistouch, or rather no touch from all teams as the ball bounced around in the midfield. But as long as Portland can play their game, oh, Robotic, wow, what a shot. Flaming Truck had to go into the backboard, slam it on to avoid that from going in. And it seems like Slum is going for another save. There we see the Savior Mel coming up. And that basically sums up the match to me. It's Maui on the attack, Portland on the defense. There is Legend with another shot. Zero with a follow-up. Is that going to go in? Oh my god, up for a 90. That was close. Now Portland finally on the attack. Let's see if they can keep it up for long.
I'm not seeing a lot of offense capability of Portland right now. They either don't have boost or they're struggling to get the ball out of their half. So much pressure from Maui, and it seems like Portland is there to catch their breath. Maui's pushing again, but here Kava trying to do it all himself, but it pitches out mid. Slum, can he get this touch? Legend's up, he does, almost getting beat by Legend here, but Zero off of the follow into the corner. Robotic, a little bit of a misjump there though. Kava has a lot of time on the ball here. See if maybe this is going to be that deciding factor for Portland to get out of their half here.
And you mentioned the boost earlier, and it is true that I've seen more boost on the side of Maui than on the side of Portland. As I say that, the save backwards comes in from the Portland player Slum. So that is a good indicator. They have enough boost to play, but they don't have enough boost to outplay Maui. And at the moment, that's what they need to do. Remember, this is overtime. We're 2 minutes in. That's almost half of a regular match. The demo comes in from Zero, but Robotic ends up getting the save. Cavo there had a really good shot, and we know what happens when Maui gets the demos. The demos, we've seen it before, and now Cavo has another shot. No need for a save there, just some good defensive play. As it now is yeeted into the air. A demo coming in from each side, and that shot from Portland could go into the goal. Zero is there to pick it up. But now it seems like Portland are waking up, and there goes Slum into the air. I thought that was going to go in.
I'm seeing more demos come for both of these sides, and it looks to be more in the favor of Portland at the moment, as they've been in Maui's half for a good minute here. But this is a nice clear from Legend just to try to get that pressure out. And Zero on that quickly, looking for that infield pass, 50 by Legend. Oh, Slum, good counter here, trying to hit a Kava kick like it's go. Slum gonna turn on this quick though, trying to keep this pressure in for Portland. Maui kind of going off of fumes right now. Robotic, the backflip out, 50 by Chuck. Zero looking to get this clear out off the side wall. No follow-up though. Portland players there again, and here stuck in Maui's half. We find them again. Portland holding strong in this offensive pressure.
And oh my god, that drop into the front of the goal. Thank god there were Maui players there, because if not, it would have been game for Portland. But yeah, as you mentioned, the pressure seems to be increasing now. Maui struggling a bit with the boost. Portland is in control. But now the ball is in Portland's side. Slum trying to carry it out. Kava gets a bit in the way. No problem there. Zero tried to go for the block. It's in the midfield line. Flaming Truck is going to go for the shot from midfield. Legend there to block it. And it seems like Maui are coming a bit back. Robotic there with a soft save. There was no real danger from that clear. It was going into a goal, so the game does recognize it as a save. But here go Portland again. Flaming Truck doesn't contact with the ball. Then now onto the backboard again from Cavo. Oh my god, thank god Robotic was there, because that would have been a dead drop for Cavo. And most probably a goal. Oh, Flaming Truck goes for the bump there, and it's gonna be Slum driving it home for Portland after 4 minutes of overtime. That was almost a 10-minute game. It's gonna be Slum driving it in. Zero couldn't make it to the ball after that great pass from Flaming Truck, followed up by a bump. Portland 1, Maui 0.
Just from the start, we saw Maui got that bump goal, and I guess it came in clutch for Portland here, though, as they said, yeah, we're just going to wait until overtime to give you a taste of your own medicine. But look at this stat sheet here. Slum, 5 saves for Portland. Robotic, 4 saves for Maui. Portland coming in with 10 shots, and Maui coming in with 11. So, I mean, on the scoreboard, it looked pretty even. I feel like Maui controlled the offense a lot before overtime, but came into overtime, and Portland just did not let go of that gas pedal. So, if this is any future vision of how this series is going to play out, we might have a long one here on our hands tonight, Alligator.
Oh, most definitely. I think you could see it there in the difference between saves. Also, the score. We often think that score most directly correlates to offense, but if you're in defense all the time, you're getting touches, saves all the time. We see that it starts bump up for Portland. To be fair, they did score more goals. That's why they won the first game. Let's see if they can repeat it again in the second game, or if Maui can turn the tide around. Here they go again, Portland with a good kickoff. It's gonna be Maui on the back foot. Slum very quickly with the shot. Zero there to block it, and now it's Maui on the counter attack. Cabo, the last one back on defense, but Legend was there very quickly. I think I thought I saw a preset change from Robotic, but no, he's sticking with his dominance. The reliable long hitbox preferred by many great players. And there we see the shot from the air. Flaming Truck having to come in for the save. And we see Maui again peppering Portland's goal with shots. But is it going to be the same as last game? Can they convert?
I'm noticing it seems both teams a little bit straight off the bat are playing a little bit faster than the last series. Maui controlling the offensive half, but Portland meeting them very quickly there. But wait, this is a bit of a miss from Kava, but Slum diving in for that save, and Maui's offense is almost getting it, but they cannot get that goal quite yet. Portland's defense, reminiscent of that first game, is just holding on very strong.
Oh, that pinch, I don't know what it got pinched off, but the ball suddenly went real fast in there. And that was dangerous for Portland, but they managed to clear it off. Now it's Flaming Truck with no boost, trying to get the infield pass into Slum. The shot is not quite on goal. Now he's in accidental demo from Zero onto Cavo. Resetting on the boost. It's going to be Cavo on the backside. He's going to probably have control of that ball, although Zero makes it real quick. Now Zero with the shot. It's not going to be in. Flaming Truck coming in with the save. Now the infield pass for Slum in the defense. It's going to be legit Legend applying pressure on top of the field. But it's not going to be there. Cavo with the small save, I guess. He just wraps it into his soft lap. And that's all they want to do, right? Portland, they want to keep it in their side. If they can manage to hold on the defense, but if it's in their side and Zero gets those shots, they're going to need Slum to be on those saves. Cavu and Flaming Truck, we saw all of them performing really well on the defensive department. And it seems like you're holding a bit better against Maui. There we see the demo from Robotic on a Flaming Truck. Now they're up in the air, but they're not able to convert. Legend keeping it on Portland's side of the field. Flaming Truck now trying to go for the offense. What happened there? Oh my god, that was close. Robotic having to come in for the clutch save, and now a legit Legend getting another one for Slum. And wow, it really got heated up there, Portland. They had bursts of energy, and they used them well.
I mean, they were stuck in their half for so long, and they just had a light at the end of the tunnel there. As Flaming Truck almost had that solo play into the bump. But while I'm seeing a lot of Maui offense going on, I don't really think Portland's looking all that uncomfortable on defense. They've been making a lot of nice touches, a lot of nice saves. They're not getting out of their half a lot, but as long as they don't get scored, I guess they're okay. But Maui's still trying to keep that pressure going on the Portland half, but this is a good clear. Wait, this is a double commit for Maui. It's going to be an open net. Slum gonna put that away in. He wants those type of goals all night.
And there it is. We see this awkward pinch between Flaming Truck and Slum. It was 99% sure accidental, but hey, it got really well launched into the backboard. The defense from Maui didn't really know how to react to that one. I wouldn't either. And actually, these players are way better than I have. And Slum was just there for the pickup. If he gets a goal gifted like that, I mean, he's gonna take it 11 days out of 10. It's going to be Portland up 1-0, and let's see what Maui can do with 2 minutes to go.
Portland coming in as the #1 seed, you know they're a very dangerous team, and making mistakes like that, like you said, they're going to punish you for that. And you know Maui's kicking themselves in the foot, but the game's not over yet. And here we find Maui in Portland's half again, but they still can't get a goal. This is a good counter opportunity. Kava trying to pass that back down to Slum, but I mean, 109 seconds to go here, Alligator. Portland's defense is a scary thing.
Yeah, Portland's defense is holding on very strongly, and I think it just comes down to that defense you're mentioning, because we see Maui with those little mistakes, not knowing how to react to that awkward pinch in the first game, that missed touch from Legend, and there it goes again. Robotic has to go into the air to prevent Slum from getting a second one that we 1 minute ago would put them at a real disadvantage. And Portland they just don't make mistakes on defense. Maui's offense has been great. We've seen them with a lot of shots, but they have a lot of possession. And as I say, that legit Legend who goes up for it, Zero trying to go for the follow-up, but it's not quite there. The follow-up is not there when Portland make those mistakes. Now it's going to be Robotic racing Cavu onto the corner. He does get 100 boost. Now he's going to be able to drop it onto the front of the goal. The Legend doesn't make contact. Flaming Truck is going to be able to pick it up. Oh, and that was danger for Portland. Now they're trying to go onto the counter attack, but Zero takes care of Slum. It's going to slow it down a little bit, but Cavu making sure the boom is onto that back line. But now it's going to be Zero for Maui. Oh, he can't get to the ball in time. Slum had been on that demo respawn, but it just wasn't enough. Now it's going to be Portland again on the attack. Robotic gets that ball out, and 10 seconds to go. Let's see if Maui can bring it back, as if not, it's going to be Portland up 2-0 in this series. And now another shot, oh, into the crossbar from Flaming Truck, and they've got to keep it up. We're in the last second. Robotic up into the air. Zero trying to see if he can find the ball. Kevin trying to drop it into the ground, and it's going to touch the ground. Portland 2, Maui 0.
Oh, just at the end of the game there, I thought Maui for sure was going to get a goal. They really had two super solid opportunities, and they just couldn't quite get there. They couldn't quite make the contact with the ball. And Portland holding on strong again for this game #2. That defense just not getting breakthrough. And like you mentioned, when they were making a rare mistake, Maui was not capitalizing on it. So I'm curious to see if they're going to try to switch their gameplay up any and maybe make a few offensive changes, because they're not getting those opportunities finished when they need them.
Definitely, and we see the difference from the first game. We're looking at the saves. Well, we're not looking at them anymore. The stats are gone, but I saw that Portland were sitting on just 3 saves. Maui were sitting on 4. The shot count was also much lower. It didn't reach 10 for either team. So yeah, I guess that's a good show of what that second game was. More highly paced, as we see now. Robotic trying to go into the offense. Maui really need this. Yeah, it was more a bit of a higher pace, but the conversion just wasn't there. The occasions, they were good occasions, but they weren't converted. Now Flaming Truck getting the demo and the shot. We saw Zero switching presets, I think, was to the Roadhog, so maybe he wants that increased hitbox to try and make something happen, at least psychologically, because I think the hitbox is exactly the same as the Octane. But hey, I'm not gonna judge. If it works, it works.
I mean, I guess the bigger the hitbox, the more power you get, right? That's the idea. Right? And also,
I don't think physics quite apply in this game.
Probably not. I'm not a physics teacher, but maybe we can let that one go for his sake. But Kava also switched to that Finnick, and he tries going for that demo chase goal, not quite making it. But I mean, Roadhog or Finnick, which one you picking here?
I mean, Fennec is for pros, right? You take Fennec all day, and now we see the Fennec player is gonna be Cavill. He puts it in. Zero can't make it. 3 minutes 57 seconds. That's barely a minute passing by, and Cavill gets the goal, puts it in ever so slowly. Oh, that must have hurt for Maui. It's gonna be Portland 1-0 up in this third series.
Well, I'm pretty sure he heard me talking. He said, yeah, I'm the alpha male for percent here. And Portland, man, Maui just does not have an answer for them right now. I believe they've been shut out for the game for a little over 10 minutes now, going back to that last series, just not being able to find the back of Portland's net. I don't know when it's going to change. I don't know if the Roadhog is their magic factor here, but right now it's not doing it for him.
Yeah, most definitely. Here we see them coming up again on their defense. Slum gets the demo on Robotic. And maybe it's the demos that is doing the magic for Portland. We've seen a lot of them coming up. They don't really seem to convert into anything. We see a long time space between demos and goals, so I don't think it's a direct correlation. But maybe they're trying to get into Maui's heads. Oh, their Slum has to go up for that save, as Robotic shot could go dangerously into the backboard. Now Zero with the demo. That's Maui's opportunity to attack Slum. Respawning, but now it's a Flaming Truck that is going to be dead. Fortunately for Portland, the ball is in Maui's side, and that dangerous clear could go down into the goal. It's going to be Flaming Truck last on defense. Zero gets the good cut into the midfield. Now the ball punches live. Could this be it for Maui? No, it's not. They just can't convert, man. They just can't convert.
And that demo, or at least that demo attempt rather, bumping that third man of Portland out of the way, but there wasn't a Maui player there. It was an open net, just could not find the time to get there. And here we are again, Slum in this Maui corner, trying to get something going. Can he get back into his own half though? And Kava looking to do his magic, going for a solo play. Can he get the second touch? No, but Truck dives. Zero denying that with that Roadhog presence. Slum last man though, gonna get a very high clear. Wait, can he get another touch? Oh, he's going for a flip reset. Fakes out the Maui player. Kava can't get there though. Maui's defense holding on at this last second still, but Portland trying to get so much pressure going, and Slum a little bit of a misflip there, I think, out of the game.
It's a tactical miss, you know. Oh my God, Zero there with a tactical miss. He didn't touch the ball in the air, and it almost went straight into Portland's goal. Oof, thank God there were two players there for the save. But we saw there in the save there was a small double commit, and still there was no one from Maui to capitalize on that. Now that Flaming Truck is dead, maybe we're seeing that offense as Robotic tries to go for the pinch into the corner. Oh, Zero almost had the shot, but it's gonna be out. But from Slum and Cavu doing a magnificent job on the defense. Now it's gonna be Legend onto the air. Cavu with the save again. And there's Ollie Robotic back on Maui's goal. He has the save. Slum still lurking around with the help of Truck. Now there's a demo onto the backline. Cavu wanted to go onto the attack as well. It's all Portland trying to pour into Maui's half. We're still 1-0 with 1 minute and 10 little less to go. Now it's Maui Sterno. Legit Legend puts a legit goal into the upper 90. We see there the clear, the touch from Robotic, and it's 1-1 between Maui and Portland. Legit Legend with the equalizer with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go.
Beautiful pass from Robotic there. Finally, Maui capitalizing on that play, and Robotic with a nice free flip off the wall, and Legend, huge upper 90 shot there. Maui finally, after what felt like a million years, getting that goal that they so desperately needed. Maybe that's a killer for them as they're peppering pressure here. Legend going for that pinch. Kava gonna have time though off of the backboard, looking to really take his time. Robotic coming with a shot. Truck's there. Zero getting that 50. Maui suddenly, it's just like they just got a fire lit under them.
And this is exactly what Maui need, right? They need to keep the momentum going. They really don't want to go into another overtime. And Robotic there, what a touch. Flaming Truck has to go for the save. Because if they keep that momentum going, they maybe can avoid another overtime that we've seen. It didn't go too well for them in the overtime at the beginning. Now Kava trying to go for the bump onto Zero, but he gets out of the way, and it's gonna be Maui once again into the attack. Let's see if they can convert now. Legit Legend trying to go for it. Robotic wasn't quite in a position to make it, and now it's gonna be the clear onto Maui's half. Oh, Zero was up in the air for the clear, and it's gonna be Kava one last chance. Oh my god, that shot was almost in. Legit Legend had to pitch it from the crossbar, and we're going into overtime again, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a little bit scary territory for Maui, but it's a great territory if you're a Portland fan, as we saw reminiscence of the last two games. But 2-0 for Portland, we saw how comfortable they are here, trying to start off in Maui's half again. Oh, a little bit of a double commit from Maui. Legend, though, looking for this clear to the corner. Kava's gonna have, wait, he missed touch, and this is a very awkward ball. Robotics up quickly, he's gotta capitalize on the Portland mistake, and Maui strikes back.
There it is. We mentioned it at the beginning of the game, right? Portland wasn't making any mistakes. Maui was. Now the tables have turned. It's Portland with the defensive mistake. Robotic is not gonna let that pass by. There we see the MVP for Maui on this match, at least on points. It's gonna be Maui getting one back on the board. It's Maui 1, Portland 2, with a score of 2 for Maui and 1 for Portland. How ironic.
Yeah, a little bit crazy how that styling comes up. And Maui, like I said, reminiscence of that first game, I feel like a lot of offensive pressure, and they finally capitalized off it. I feel like if they capitalized those first two games, the series score would be more in favor of them. But here coming in, out shooting Portland, which is always a nice sign for them, and they finally got that goal, and I think that is just what they'd been waiting on. Does this momentum and this motivation carry over into the next game, or are they going to fizzle out and the number one seed going to show why they're number one?
I don't know. We saw there in the stat sheet the first assist of the game coming in from the side of Maui. I think it was Robotic on the pass for Legit Legend for that first goal. Beautiful, that went into the upper 90. So maybe that passing is the key to Maui's victory, aside from that momentum that we know they've got to keep going. Because as soon as Portland goes up in the air, as Cavu does, Legend has to go up for the save. We know how dangerous Portland can be. And, I mean, they're the number one seed for a reason. You said it yourself. So let's see if they can keep this momentum going as Zero goes for the demo onto Slum. Maui looking a bit more comfortable here, moving into Portland's half. But we know how that's been going in the previous games. Oh, as I say that, Zero goes for the shot on the line. Flaming Truck with a save. Robotic there. Another shot trying to put the pressure onto Portland. But it seems like their defense is holding on.
And I noticed in the backfield of Portland, they were bumping each other a little bit. Definitely not the tactical bump that I don't think anyone was expecting. But as you said, they held on. They didn't get scored on. And here, I feel like every game we've just seen Maui start off the gates with offensive pressure, and we see Portland playing defense. But wait, this is a miss from Slum because they're capitalized. No, Kava racing back, diving back. Flaming Truck also diving back for that save. Portland's defense holding on still solidly. Can they get that offensive counter going, or are we just gonna see them playing defense the whole night?
Oh, what a save from Kava we saw there. Now we know Portland do make defensive mistakes. That is two. One in the previous game that caused them actually, and one in this game that almost caused them, but we know they can recover from the mistakes. That was a superb save from Kava. As now we see Maui booming it onto the Portland corner, and now it's Portland booming it into the Maui corner. How fitting, perfectly balanced as all things should be. But yeah, it seems like we have a more even game now. As I say that, oh, Slum gets it. No Maui defender could come in. I saw someone was on the goal. I think it was Robotic, but despite that dominance extended hitbox, he just couldn't make it. And off the side of the wall, just like that, 3 minutes 15, it's gonna be Portland up 1-0 once again.
Well, sorry, I had a little bit of a surprise there. I didn't know we were watching RLCS there. I didn't know these players were capable of hitting those type of angles, but Slum showing off that crazy play. That's a highlight reel. I don't know if we're going to see any of those, but like that definitely should go on there as the play of the night.
Oh, most definitely. And oh my god, is that gonna pinch? It's gonna go in? Legend with the pinch from afar. The Maui sniper. He's been doing that for years. That's why they call him the Ancient. And that was a bit of misfortune for Portland, I guess. A bit of good luck. for Maui, but all that matters is that 10 seconds later, we're one equal on each side.
I guess both teams maybe have had their bowl of Lucky Charms this morning.
Yeah, most definitely.
That was a crazy shot. I don't think the Portland defenders were expecting that at all. But wait, this is a little bit of a miss from Calvin. Chuck has to make that save. He does, but still the ball stuck in their half. Oh no, a double commit from Portland. That infamous defense that we've been bragging on all night. It seems to be kind of taking a step down here recently as of late. As they're making a lot of uncanny mistakes that we haven't been seeing them doing, Alligator.
Oh, was he Flaming Truck? They were trying to go for the defensive demo zero, trying to touch that ball, but now it seems like Portland having a bit more under control. To be fair, I think Portland can afford to make those defensive mistakes. If and only if Maui keep missing that. Because Legend, we saw that sniper goal, but in the following play, they just couldn't capitalize on Portland's mistake. The shot was wide, it went into the side of the goal. There was no real danger, but now the danger is on to Maui. Flaming Truck there with a shot. Zero has to come in clutch for the defense to try to keep it at just one. They would have ideally gotten zero, but now it's not going to be zero, not going to be one. It's going to be two for Maui. Out of nowhere, the aerial shot comes in from the wall. It was a bit of a weird pinch, slum. Oh, that's unfortunate. He tries to put it into the backboard, but he puts it into his net. How tragic.
A little bit of an awkward save there. It was going in regardless, so I think that'll make him feel a little bit better that he kind of owned gold, but he just had to make it look good. But hey, he's trying to get revenge here as he almost gets that nice edgeable play. Legend with the clutch save, though. Zero now into the Portland corner. They love being there. Chuck trying to get this clear out, but Legend is there quickly for the follow. Canada. Oh no, this is dangerous. Legend getting a high shot. It's off the crossbar. No, Maui player is there. I think they're a little more content to sit back and hold onto the lead. I'm not sure if that was the play, though, as Portland can be very dangerous on offense.
And as we see, that shot accuracy isn't really coming in. Both shots have been Portland defensive misplays and a bit of a luck on their side as well. They've been from very far, not real shots, just clears onto the other side of the field, right? But as long as they're winning up with 1 minute to go, they want to keep it in that position. I guess Portland there, Flaming Truck trying to come in like a blaze to get that goal in, but it's not going to happen now. Cav on the attack, but the defense from Maui is holding strong, and I think we're looking at a 2-2 tied series, and now that's going to be Robotic with the nail on the coffin. It's a 3-1 with 40 seconds to go. Another sniper goal. We see another defensive misplay yet again from Portland. Cav just wasn't there for the save. And do you think this cushion is going to hold?
Let me check. As a third man there, I mean, I know you want the goal. You're down 40 seconds to goal 2-1, but I mean, that's kind of a nail in the coffin. Very hard to come back 30 seconds down 2 goals. Diving for that goal, it was very risky and it didn't pay off for him. But they want anything here. Wait a minute, I thought that was going to go in. Legend, very awkward there. 20 seconds to go here. Maui just kind of has to waste time here. I think they're going to be content doing that. I think this is going to be, just like you said, Al, it's going to be a 2-2 game.
Oh, and if that shot had gone in, maybe that would have been a possible comeback for Portland, at least to try to put it into overtime. But now with 5 seconds to go, it's almost mathematically impossible. Now it can't happen. The goal is gonna come through from Slum with, okay, with 1 second to go. I thought that was 0. We know what happens at 0 seconds. These things happen. We've seen the pros do it. We know what happens with Justin and Energia Dignitas. Could it be a repeat of that? Okay, no.
Nope.
Okay. I
no
just hyped up the play for nothing. Yeah, I guess this is Rogue United and not RLCS. But hey, it's Maui with a 2-2 tied series. Nonetheless, it was a 3-2. It was way more contested. Aside from that first game, which went into overtime, of course, that was nuts. And we see yet again one more assist coming in from Maui. That's 2 assists to the 0 from Portland. I think we can say that Maui are playing a bit more of a team game right now, right? And Portland still trying to go for that individual play.
Yeah, I see Maui looking a lot more comfortable in terms of like teamwork and plays. They look a lot more solid in their rotations. And meanwhile, Portland, not so much. I'm seeing a lot of double commits. I'm seeing bumps. I'm seeing over commits. It's almost like these guys kind of flipped the switch. And now I feel like coming into this game 5, neither team should be making those mistakes as much, and this is really where it gets down to the wire, and both teams kind of play at that peak performance. Who can come out and shine in this crunch time?
Yeah, the tables have turned, right? Now it seems like Portland is making more defensive mistakes. I don't want to say Maui are defending better, because I don't think they are, but they just have that more higher attack power, if you will. We see a legit legendary trying to go for an aerial. It didn't quite make it. We know their attack isn't perfect, but it's just that bit better than Portland's, which means as soon as Portland makes a defensive mistake, they're going to be there to capitalize. If it's not on the first try, it's going to be on the second, on the third, on the fourth, on the fifth. We know how much they love to shoot. We see more shots coming out of them in every game, but now that's going to be the demo. Oh no! What happened, Slum? It goes high onto the backboard. That was an open net. It should have been in. Portland now with the offensive mistakes as well. This cannot happen. You cannot let this happen if you're Portland. You're tied to, oh, and now the shot, but it's wide. This is disaster for Portland. Now Slum tries to go back in again. They have the pressure, but they don't have the accuracy. You're going nowhere with this.
That was painful. I know he's hurting after that one. We saw a Maui player do it earlier. Wait a minute.
Oh no! Oh, it's disaster
no.
for Portland. It's Slum with the back touch. Oh no, it's Kava, sorry. And Legend just has to put it in. That was the easiest goal of his life, and oh no, I feel so bad for Portland. They've been playing really well all series long with a stalwart defense, but now the walls are crumbling in the city that we love, and it's Maui with the cavalry coming in.
I wonder how many goals this series have been not really anything crazy, just a mistake coming in from the defensive side that really you don't really think you're going to see. I mean, maybe it's the nerves coming in, the pressure you're in playoffs is a huge stake, but I mean, nonetheless, that is something that you really don't want to happen as a team. Very hard to cover. Such a momentum killer for them.
As you mentioned, they're in the playoffs. Their single elimination, it's go big or go home. And Portland, with the added pressure from being the first seed, they did get a first round bye, but it's gonna be bye for them if they can't turn it around. It's still 2-2. They still have some time to do it. Remember, this is a best of 7, so it's the first to 4. Fortunately, we cannot have tied games in this game. I'm a big fan of Overwatch, and believe me, I've seen a lot of tied games on that, and it's not fun to cast a best of 7 with tied games. But here, it's going to be Maui still with the advantage, peppering the goal of Portland that now seem to be a bit stuck on defense there, waiting for the ball to bounce down. There we see a bit of a double commit from the side of Maui, and now Portland have to go on the counter attack, slow, carrying the ball into the air, infield pass, trying to get Flaming Truck, but it's going to be cut off by Legend, Zero Robotic. All of Maui doing a really good job. Now trying to go on a counter attack off the road, and I don't see anyone in Portland's goal. Now Flaming Truck goes for it. It's a bit of a sideways pass. Zero gets a bit back down, and it seems like Maui are fine playing this sort of aggression, but not quite into the goal.
Something I'm seeing here, I mean, it's not... Rocket League is an interesting way of recording stats. Is finally, as I was getting on, and I was about to say Portland didn't have a single shot recorded at all series, but I mean, I guess they didn't need to. As here, this is a very nice pass from Chuck and a goal from Kava. Suddenly have 2 shots and a goal, so I guess I just pretty much cursed Maui. Sorry.
It's a caster's curse indeed. Now we see 1 assist from the side of Portland. They heard us. They know they have to go for the passes. Now Flaming Truck. Oh, the flip reset. Oh my god! You can't do that! It's illegal! Someone cut it off to turn the stream off. Oh, that was dirty. Oh, this is... Oh my god, this is supposed to be for all audiences. It's not 18 plus. Please. Flaming Truck, he's on fire. He puts Portland up again in mere 5 seconds after their first goal, and suddenly Maui are on the back foot again.
Oh, it's
then it's gonna be a third one! Oh, Kava! With that shot from out of nowhere! Maui's crumbling! What is happening here? That clear from Robotic, it went nowhere. Zero with a backflip on the goal, and he had the boost. He just didn't, I don't know. He just didn't have the morality to do it. It seems like Portland are booming Maui right now.
I don't know if Portland just like sorted the G Fuel. I don't know if someone finished the air. I don't know if they stepped on a Lego. Something happened here as we see just a barrage of goals, crazy goals that I have not seen all series from either of these teams. And Portland, I guess they were hibernating. They've been woken up, and you just woke up a very angry bear. It's not looking good for Maui.
Oh, most definitely. Now Maui tried to go back on the offense, but they're 2 goals down with a minute to go, and that's another defensive mistake. Luckily, Robotic is going to be there to cover the shot from Kevin, but now Flaming Truck is back on the offense again, trying to go for the defensive bump. Slum going to go off into the backside. The pass is there, not quite going to find anyone. And Maui is running out of time here. They still got a good 40 seconds to go, but that clear is not going to do them any favors. Flaming Truck with a shot, and it's going to be another one in Flaming Truck. That's 2 or 3 goals, 2 goals for him in this series. Great pass from Kava we saw there. And now 1-4. This is looking very, very bad for Maui. If I were them, it's just GG, go next.
I'm just in shock here. I mean, I didn't see this all series long, or especially this game. Portland just looked very, very uncanny. The chemistry wasn't there, and now they're kicking it in. But wait, Maui trying to get something for the road. Maybe it's the next game. No, it's off the post. Oh no, Portland diving for that save. Nothing at all is going Maui's way. It's all going to Portland. Oh, the 5th goal for him. Why not? Beat them while they're down.
Yeah, give the Flaming Truck the hat trick. He's the real MVP. At least for this game, he's been absolutely stellar as we see that goal explosion with the start. He has really been shining all this game. That's gonna be 15 seconds to go. There's nothing Maui can do. GG, go next. Because of, well, maybe they can get 1 goal, get a bit of that momentum back. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. As soon as I say that, 0 goes for the goal. Cavill with the save is going to dine it. They don't want to give them an inch if they can keep it for themselves. Portland back into the lead. They never lost it. It's 3-2 now on the series, but 5-1 on that map. Man, that was destruction coming in from Portland. Utter annihilation.
I just cannot believe that this same series we saw Portland redirect it to their own net and Maui get that goal. That did not look like the same
That's
Portland.
true.
What happened? Like, when the world changed that these guys just woke up and were like, oh yeah, 5 goals, sure, why not? We'll pull it out of our back pocket. We'll send you the bill later. And Maui for sure is paying the bill right now.
Yeah, and that's those 5 goals from Portland. That's more goals, I think, than they had scored in the rest of this series combined. Or at least it's got to be close. It's got to be like 5-7 or 5-8 or something. Because we saw the other goals. They were very low scoring. One of them went into overtime. And man, it's really Portland flipping that switch. I guess that's why they were the seed number 1. That's why they got the first round bye. And now it's series point for Portland. Can Maui bring it back, take us to Champions Field, that revered Champions Field, Game 7, where legends are made and dreams are broken? For the moment, it's going to be Flaming Truck, the one that's going to be broken as Cav goes on to the attack again. Maui, they really need to mount this counter-attack. 0 with booming clear. It's going to be Flaming Truck there. Oh, but 0 is going to be there. Oh, they can't put it in. Robotic wasn't quite there. Despite Portland's defensive mistake, 0 trying to do all he can, but it's just not enough. A one-man army cannot defeat a whole nation of 3 as Portland is becoming right now. They're stronger than ever, and now they seem to be going back for it again. Slum up into the air with this shot. It's not quite on goal. Almost a minute gone, and it's Portland again with the momentum. Trying to go onto the air was Maui. Robotic. But they just can't keep it going, man. The fuel is there, but maybe that's it. Okay, Cabot is there to deny 0 of 1 goal, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough for the 1 goal. Oh my God, what a save from Legend. Cabot was going for it, but now it's gonna be a miss coming from 0. Robotic back into the attack. As I was saying, I'm not sure if 1 goal is to be enough to keep Maui going.
And I mean, something I want to look at from that last game, scoreboard isn't always huge, but Maui had more shots last game, 9-8 versus Portland, and Portland beat them 5-1. I mean, if that doesn't explain the offensive efficiency of Portland compared to Maui, I don't know what else will. As Maui, we've seen all series, gets plenty of opportunities, they just can't always capitalize. And I think that's where Portland is showing their dominant side, is they're more capable and more fluent and capitalizing on mistakes than Maui is. And that's the decision factor here for them right now.
Exactly, and the mistakes have been like a seesaw this series, right? First it was Portland, then it was Maui, then it was Portland again, now it's Maui again. We see that demo coming in from Flaming Truck to deny that offense from the Maui side. It's being kept in Portland's side. We've seen this before, but as long as Maui cannot convert, it's just going to be the same story of all. Portland are happy to play this game, even if it goes into overtime. We've seen how it goes. And now they're going back at it again. A legit legend trying to keep it out of this corner. Flaming Truck is going to be there for the pickup, and the pickup truck is coming in, and it's going to be a delivery, not quite. Portland was knocking on the door right there. Now Robotic on the counterattack, cannot quite get the infield pass. Now the rebound's got to be there. Legit legend going up into the air. It doesn't touch it. Zero trying to go for it. Slams it into the backboard. Now it's going to be Slump. Going into the counterattack. Robotic was there for the defense. Now everyone trying to scramble back into their positions. It's chaos all around. And it's still 0-0 with 2 minutes to go. 3 minutes have gone by. Ooh, what a game, man. What a game.
Still no goal scored. We saw this earlier. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Is it going in? It's going in! It's going in! Cavu! From God knows where! That reminds me of Stephen Curry when he was still good catch. But yeah, Cavu there with it's not a 3-pointer, it's a 5-pointer. It's gonna only go one up. But man, that has to be devastating for Maui. Zero can't quite get it. You can see he's doubting what to go for. He doesn't know if he's gonna slam it into the backboard, into the side. He could have put it in very easily, and now it's gonna be Slump with the assist for the Flaming Truck. I don't know what I'm saying. Maui doesn't know what they're doing. And after another, oh no, that wasn't a Maui mistake. That was a beautiful drop off from Slump. Pardon me, Miss Portland. Oh my god.
Well, the cookie does have a way of crumbling after all, I suppose, as that is 2 goals in a blink of an eye. We saw this last series from Portland. They just exploded with this non-stop offense, and Maui looking a little bit lost in the sauce, kind of playing catch-up. 9 seconds to go there, Ali. They got to get something going, or Portland going to be taking this series 4-2 pretty comfortably.
I'm sure Maui have what it takes. We've seen them a lot in their in the second half of the game. We're given their redundancy. They start the matches off well, but if they can't convert, they just crumble down. Portland, they just stay into their own half. We saw their Flaming Truck trying to go into the goal to avoid the demo from Zero. Now that goal could be it. Legend going up into the air, but Cow is going to have him beat. Onto the side goes Zero. Now this could be a good pass. The Cow is there for the defense. Now it's going to be booming back into the side of Maui. Flaming Truck trying to go for the pre-jump there, not quite. But now it's another pass into the middle. No one touches it from Maui. 50 seconds to go. And it seems like Portland won another one just to make sure Maui aren't coming back. Maui are already dead. But Portland wanted to just keep hammering the nail, I guess. This coffin is going to be even more dead than Maui if Portland keep going.
Yeah, I mean, not letting go of the gas whatsoever. It's a huge strategy. Wait, oh, what a
Oh my god, that was so close.
How did he save that? Save your medal indeed. He deserves it after that one. My goodness. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's so precarious. Oh, there's not a Maui player, Alligator. They can't buy a goal. Wait,
no. Maybe they can? No, they can't. Oh, and it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maui, they're not going to be there. They can't even get the shot in there. Get the Asians out of the way. The journey continues. Make way for the new generations. The Portland journey, the #1 seed. They're moving on this bracket. It's GG's all around. Portland 4, Maui 2.
I mean, Maui played an incredible series, and they showed that they wanted to fight. But I mean, at the end of the night, Portland proving to everyone and showing to everyone why they are the top dog, and they thoroughly proved it with that play and closing out that series. What a performance from both teams. That was a pleasure to watch, Alligator, and oh my, what a great way to start the night.
Oh, most definitely was. We had incredible plays all around. We had great changes of momentum. We had that Portland going up 2-0, then Maui coming back to equalize it 2-2. Then Portland getting another 2 games to bring it to 4-2 for the final result. We saw the momentum changing all around, as we talked before. The mistakes going from Portland to Maui, back to Portland, back to Maui, and they seemed to stay at Maui. That was really unfortunate. In the end, it was a Portland journey. The Bulls charging through the Maui Ancient Turtles. They just couldn't get it done. With final score of 4-2, it's gonna be Portland moving through onto the semifinals of this season 11 playoffs on the Fettuccine League of United Rogue. Whew. This is looking good for them. This is looking good for them. I mean, they're looking really good as a team. They're getting the job done. Maybe they have a few bumps along the way, but I could see them going far into this bracket. I honestly could. How about you? What do you think, sis?
I can as well. I mean, just looking at the performance, we know what they're capable of. We know the kinks that they need to work out. I'm sure they're going to rewatch this and figure it out, try to figure it out as a team. But that game is over. We're going to be excited to see the next round of Fettuccine coming next week. But before we go away, we have Mac League coming up tonight. We have 2 more games on the horizon. We got more casters coming in. So everyone, go use the bathroom, go get some water, fill it up, get some food, whatever you want to do. We'll be back as quick as we can.
stop me. Feeling so right. Nothing's gonna stop me. Hey, yeah. Nothing's gonna stop me. Feeling so, 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 feeling Nothing's gonna stop me. Hey, yeah. Nothing's gonna stop me. Feeling so right. Nothing's gonna stop me. Hey, yeah. Nothing's gonna stop me. Feeling so, 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 feeling
Welcome back, everybody, to United Rogue Esports. We have the Macaroni League gameplay coming at you here now, and joined with me is Mixta. I am Chaos Spike. We are bringing to you the Carolina Reapers versus the Ottawa Savage.
It looks like a fourth and fifth seed matchup, or not a fourth and fifth seed, first and fifth seed matchup here. Ottawa rounding out the number one in the East at a 9-1 record, 35 points to their name, 8 individual game losses on this season, and that is a stat to look to. We're comparing these two teams as Carolina rounding out at 7-3, right behind the Nashville Legends in their division. Both these teams both have a 1-0 game record in Game 5, so they only gone the distance once in their season so far, and they've proven to tough it out. Look, what I'm looking at right now is the goal differential between these two teams. Despite being a 9-1 record, possibly 8-9 points over the Reapers, Ottawa only has a positive 29 goal differential compared to the Reapers' 38. That's going to be looking for some high octane offense between both these two teams here throughout this series.
All right, we're going to get them on the field, but an interesting note here as well is the power ranking predictions all night long are all swayed unanimously in one direction. For the first game, it was the Portland Journey, which took that game rightfully so. One person got that right, actually, and it was Styles, who predicted a 4-2 victory. This one, everybody's picking Carolina. So something about the matches tonight are just totally skewed in one direction. So let's see if Carolina will just prove everybody right here. KH, quick shot on goal right off the rip, but Rocket up top with a nice save. Link coming in, gonna get bumped by Rocket. Just kind of slowly sitting there at the midfield where Pav moves in next. Now Pav's gonna be quite the third man here. Let KH and Link do a lot of the work here. On the other side, Flushy and Rocket will probably be the two that try and counteract that dynamic duo that the Reapers have put on the field.
I agree. And one stat I wanted to point out over this past couple of days, or at least the past day in the last series we saw, is Flushy buries one off the backboard. But I wanted to point out that the team who's won game 1 has at least won 3 games in the series and has only lost the series one time. That was the New Orleans versus Denver series we saw last night in the MAC League. So every team that's won game 1 has at least won 3 games, and the majority of them have won the series. So this game 1, not necessarily going to be a feeler game anymore. You have to bring your A game and want to prove to the other team, we've come here to party and we're going to win this party as well. So Ottawa starting off strong here. Putting this pressure here on the offensive end as well. Another shot going to be buried bottom corner. Flushy has his second just under a minute into this game.
Hey, when it rains, it pours. We said the guy's name, and he buried 2 in the back of the net, so the scouting report looking pretty accurate here. Flushy, Rocket definitely being the two fronting the frontal attack here for the Savage. Now, Carolina will be looking for their boys Link and KH to fight back here. Here's the kickoff. Cheat up here by Link. Gonna wrap it around the top. Rocket cutting that off, but it's coming straight down in front of his net. KH on the early attack. 50-50 in front of the net. Kind of sitting on the back wall. Not a lot of boost for Flushy to stay in front of this. This could be a problem. Rocket gonna bail him out with a good clear all the way downfield. KH retreating, has to challenge this one early. 50's good. We'll go towards the Ottawa net. Potential follow-up, but a little bit of a demo there. Took Link out of the equation, and Pav had to move up. Now it's just kind of mayhem in front of the net, and nothing comes out of it here. Counterattack, Rocket the cup, and no shot will come out of that one.
A little bit too hard on that pass, too much sauce on it. Cup not ready for it. Was looking for more like a bit of a drop and a little bit of a drive-by, but Rocket wanted to get rid of that one pretty quickly. I wanted to point out real quick while we're in this game 1 as well, is KH mounted assault here. He's going to drop it below 1. Over the second, it's going to be Linky to finish. No, cleared off by Flushy yet again, and now it's out the other way onto the Carolina half. But I wanted to point out this Carolina squad, KH, a name that you may have seen last season in the grand finals. So as Cup buries a third here for the Savage, my goodness, could be spoiling those dreams of a return for KH.
Yeah, like you said, he's on the road for redemption after last season, and he's been to a lot of finals, the semifinals, and can't quite pull the rest of the trigger, so he wants to get there again, but he's got to get by the Savage here to do it, and the Savage looking pretty strong here, right out of the gates with Cup and Flushy scoring all the goals. Link up top, going to touch that one in the midfield. Rocket wants to slow this down. Pre-jump coming in by someone up top, but he's going to cancel that as a Link challenges that one really early. Have quick pop up in front of the net. Link waiting to go for that one. The 50 shoots down behind KH, unfortunately, so he cannot control that one. And that is where this Carolina team is going to excel, is with space to utilize their mechanics. But Ottawa playing the very aggressive, in-your-face game, so that's kind of counteracting Carolina's game.
I agree. I mean, we saw in the pregame lobby while everybody was warming up, getting the pings ready, getting all those mechanics going. We saw Linky practicing his flip resets, and he was getting that flip pretty often, just not really getting much of it after that on that ball. So, gonna be looking to see him try to utilize those mechanics with the rest of his team, try to get something going here. Pav out to the midfield for Linky, just over his head. Now KH in a 2v1, it's gonna be Cup leading the charge. Rocket with the ball, he tries to go over him, cannot do it. KH with the ball, now the boost, back to the ball. Gonna be Cup with nothing here. Gonna get a clear over one, but straight back into Linky, who has enough boost to try to follow this one up. No, it's gonna be Rocket instead. High ball into the air, played low into KH. A little bit of a dink and go back into the midfield for Flushy, who sends it straight over the net, not on the backboard enough for Cup. Cup is gonna look for bodies there, trying to get in the way of KH, but KH stands tall on that challenge. Now it's Pav. And that skyline, that bright, colorful skyline, launch this ball out to the midfield. Double 50, still pops back out mid. Flushy low on boost, but we'll get enough of a touch to send it away. But it's only as far as the Carolina team. But now, Rocket, no boost leading this charge. Seems to be the name of the game. Once either team gets onto the offensive end, they don't have enough boost to finish. But here comes Flushy looking for the hat trick. It's going to fly over the crossbar. Carolina get away with another one there.
Yeah, Ottawa's starting to get really comfortable here and hitting their stride, just pinching the Reapers in their end. Flushy gonna touch that one up top and try and control this one down the field here towards Rocket. Rocket's gonna get cut off by Link, but that's gonna go straight back to the backboard. 50 comes straight down. Link chipping that one towards the net for a little bit of a pass for KH to feed it right back to Pav. Shot on goal, looks good, but it's off the crossbar, and the clear by Flushy is absolutely crucial to get that one out of the zone.
Absolutely, indeed. You want to keep that 3-goal lead as long as you can, but now once you get into crunch time here, this lead, if it dwindles, it could be just enough to get by. This Carolina team, known for their offense, will try to mount an assault here over and over again. Give me KH with the shot. Could find it. He will find it. 30 seconds remain, and the lead is cut down to 2.
Reapers finally finding the back of the net. You know, the shots have been quite even here. They're 7-6 right now, but Ottawa obviously doing a better job at the shots they're putting on net because they have 3 in the back of it. The Reapers finally able to find the hole, but it's just quality over quantity here. The Ottawa Savage, when they're in on the Carolina net, just absolutely pounding the back lines. It's felt dominant and very, very... And here's another one. Crossbar down and out. Just the chances are so good that the Savage are putting together where Carolina's, you know, they're a little bit rushed and panicky and nothing really too threatening on them. So they're going to have to do a little bit better with what they're going to put towards Ottawa.
I agree. Now we enter 10 seconds here. It's a last-ditch effort for Carolina if they can get one quick here. But as time hits down to 5, that will do it for game number 1. It will be Ottawa swinging first, swinging harder, getting 3 goals. You know, 2 of them got by Flushy early on, trying to work on his hat trick, but could not find it. Ottawa will not steal, but earn away game 1 from the Reapers. And Carolina did not look too bad, but like you said, it was quantity over quality in that game. And Ottawa just getting some great precise shots, whereas Carolina just kind of sending everything at Ottawa. It's Ottawa to send it away to the corners.
Yeah, so if Ottawa wins one more game, they have won the most anybody predicted, because everybody predicted 4-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-2. So already they are on the road of proving everybody wrong. And, you know, I'm not sure if every player's like me, but I kind of like being the underdog and being bet against so you can prove them wrong and not necessarily, you know, let people down. So this has got to feel good for Ottawa. You know, they get that adrenaline, the little bit of a strive here to keep playing, saying like, look, boys, we are going to show this team and everybody that we are better than they think. And, you know, they look strong out there right now too. So, I mean, Carolina's definitely going to be in for a long series here if they don't tighten it up in the next game.
We head to game 2 on Neo Tokyo. We're getting that Manfield game in game number 1. It will be up to Carolina to see if they can respond, but a quick kickoff goes in Ottawa's favor. I think he has to get in the way of that one, and he does. Ball will roll down into KH's car, but he plays it unknowingly into Cup's possession. Awkward ball here, back out to the midfield. It's going to be own goal on accident from Pav. The ball just a little bit too far behind him, and that flat car goes against them. It's an early lead for the Savage yet again.
Yeah, Ottawa just picking straight back up where they left off last game. And, you know, Pav, just so close to get a piece on that one. Unfortunately, we'll end up in the back of the net 11 seconds in. So Ottawa doing exactly what you want to do here. Except there, I guess. So bad time for me to be speaking, I guess, and saying doing exactly what you want to do, because I'm not sure if that was an intentional fake and he didn't communicate it or what happened mixed up. But You definitely don't want that to happen in the playoffs.
I mean, I was looking at his car POV and it looked very intentional. It didn't look like a DC or anything. It could have been lag on his end that just pulled his car to the side. But that looked very planned of him wave dashing and using that wave dash to move his car to the side. But it's going to be Cup to try to respond. He won't be able to find that underneath the crossbar, but forces Carolina to jump on that one. Carolina getting a little bit of a freebie there off the kickoff. We'll even up this scoreline to 1 apiece. Oh, goes out neutral into the midfield. 51 by Linky into the corner. He's going to steal that mid boost as well. Off to the ceiling. It's hard. It's an awkward read for Rocket. It will be perfectly read by KH. And now Carolina will run away with this one.
Beautiful challenge here by KH. Good setup by Link. I mean, the speed KH gets to that ball is just awesome. And, you know, that's what this guy is. He's fast. He's mechanical. He excels with using space. So, you know, Ottawa did a great job in game 1 at shutting that down. But, you know, you give an inch to KH, and that's going to be a mile. And that's 50. He's going to come straight down into the corner. And here he is. He's got boost. He's got space to work with. See what he can do. One touch. Going to try and carry this the whole way.
No
Can
way.
he touch it down low? It's on the goal line. And Link cannot put it in.
Flushi just diving into that bar to get the way of that ball and get that save. My goodness, what a carry from KH though. Just could not find enough of it to put it beneath the crossbar. Just left it for a teammate. And nobody home for the Carolina Reapers in time. Lead still here in the Carolina Reapers' favor though, 2-1. It's Flushi. I'll find contact on that ball. It's gonna be Rocket. Left it for Cup. Plays this one down the line. Quick infield pass, but nobody home except Flushi. Long clear here. Cup is in position with no boost though. A very threatening look, but nothing to show for it. Now Flushi goes past 2 defenders here. Off the misplay, 2 players go, 2 players miss. KH has to get back in time, and he does. Now Linky trying to keep this ball up high in the air, intercepted by Rocket. This is great interception Rocket League from either team, not wanting the others to get a good passing play out of their half. They want to keep each other locked in each other's corners. Now Flushi, low on boost, just trying to stall enough time here. Get his team back in position, but Linky is having none of it. But gets bumped off the clear, off the 50-50. We're going to go back to a neutral ball that's played back into the Carolina corner. Awkward ball here, but it's going to be won by Rocket. Just nobody there to take the shot. It's going to be Carolina on transition.
Yeah, Ottawa's doing a great job at just maintaining the possession of the ball and pace of the game right now. Even though they're down a goal, they're still looking very strong here. Has a little bit of panic in front of the net, almost results in a goal, but luckily for Carolina, it does not. Cup coming behind Link, gonna get the bump. He's gonna take a quick shot. This one's gonna bounce in front of the net. Rocket has to get back in front of that ball. Luckily, he does. Cup on the dribble out here, gonna try and get a flick. He flicks it early and goes for the dunk. Link with a big clear up top. Both teams, you know, really close here on the shots once again. It's very even, kind of like game 1, but this time it's Carolina that is finding themselves with the lead.
Despite the double commits that's been happening on the Carolina defense a lot, it seems like KH and Pav just keep getting in each other's way. As Linky off the backboard, everybody on the goal line for Ottawa, but finally it's going to be Rocket to get this one cleared away. Linky with boost now, just going to get in the way of this one, but Cup's right behind, going to put this one back. Yet another double commit. Now KH left to clean up. It's going to be a demo onto the third from Linky, and Pav will bury it. A 1-2-3 technically, and Carolina extends it to 3-1.
Beautiful doink here by Pav just to speed that up in case Flushi responds in time. So that is a beautiful insurance goal here for Carolina. There's still 1 minute and 57 seconds left for Ottawa to try and get back in this game, but Carolina's starting to look pretty strong. But as I say that, prove wrong once again. Caster's curse just happens over and over here in the series.
It's these kickoffs, just KH. So it's a good kickoff one from Flushi. There's not much that KH did wrong there. The cheat, it goes straight past him, and Pav just not back in time to read it. Ottawa back within 1, just off of a kickoff. Just great execution from the Savage. Yet again, another kickoff 1. It's going to be Rocket in the air this time. Soft lob back onto the midfield, won by KH into Pav. Launches this one across into the corner of sidewalk, excuse me. Now Flushi got to put this one away, back out into the midfield. Looking for something to break out of their halves. These long clears could find the mark. No, it's just off the post. KH may not have reached that one if that net was just a little bit more to the side. Pav put something on target, and he does, but it's saved away regardless. Now Cup, a good touch here. It's going to be a low roller. He cannot find the touch to put it on target. He had an opportunity there, but Carolina back in time anyways. Now Flushi to Rocket. It's going to send this one up into the sidewall yet again. KH just buying time here, but gonna get dunked for his efforts, and now Linky just pandemonium on that back third from Carolina yet again, but a soft roller, he gets in the way with the demo, and my goodness, Carolina are ruthless.
Unfortunately, Flushy did everything he could to try and get back. He demos the guy by accident. He was just kind of in his way, and I think, like you said, it slowed him down just enough that he could not make the touch. But, I mean, he was in the right spot. He got in behind the ball, but it exploded before he could make the touch. So, back in a 2-goal position here, Carolina is, and another demo. The physicality coming in all over the place. Let the bodies hit the floor, mixed up.
They have their heavy metal playlist going on right now. They need a third right here. They'll find it. 5-2. And that is 2 goals for Linky, 2 for Pav, 1 for KH. My goodness, they are firing everywhere.
Yeah, they're starting to really pull away now and getting some momentum working themselves. They want to even the series up and get back at it. Ottawa, they're trying here, but Carolina's just kind of playing their Ottawa game against themselves. Cup gonna drop that one down. Link takes a quick 50 here. Cup gets the better of that one. If Rocket can follow it up, they're in a good spot. But Page chipping it over one, but Flushy's there. Not a great first touch though, but a big bump coming in on the back lines there by Rocket. KH, huge cleared find. Pav up top, going for another redirect. Could not get the touch.
Change of pace in this game has just been monumental for Carolina. They've just let Ottawa make mistakes, and once they get onto transition, they pull Ottawa a little bit too far up, kill that third man, and then nobody's home, guard the long shot. That's just what Pav and KH have been combining for, but Pav takes it away from Linky. I think Cup was in the way of it regardless. My goodness, that could have been 6. Very, very close one for Ottawa, but not going to be a close one in this game, as once this ball hits the ground, we will move on to the next game at an even series.
Yeah, Carolina got to even this up, and that's got to feel good. I'm curious. I got to see what the final stat line is here, but most of that game, they were deadlocked. So we got 11 for Ottawa, and we got 12 for Carolina. So, very, very reminiscent of game one, that both teams just neck and neck with the shots, but it's just what they were doing with them was a little bit better than the other side. I mean, both teams having quite a few saves too, 6 and 5. So, these teams are very similar, mixed up where, Lank and KH kind of, they're almost the same kind of players that like Flushy and Rocket are. They just play slightly different, where Pava and Cup are the 2 third mans to just hold the glue together when you got 2 very aggressive players like those 2 on the field. So it's like these teams are playing themselves, it feels like.
Honestly, in a 7-goal game here, 3 players having savior medals, and the another one having 2 on his own. So that's a lot of saves on this team, on both teams. Move on to game number 3, series tied at 1 apiece, and I wanted to point out the physicality, like we mentioned, especially from Pav on that back line, where he would just use his challenge to do whatever, and then as he was rotating back, he would go and get in the way of the third man. We may have a DC here, so we call for a server reset. 10 seconds of the match, we should be able to get that going. So,
yeah, I think it's early enough, and they called for it. We just need confirmation for that.
well, I guess we'll take a little bit of a timeout here. I wanted to mention the physicality from Carolina. Just that back third, getting just so many demos on that back line. Just Pav clearing up the lanes, sending everybody away, and enough for big clears from Carolina to put these ones away. But finally, we get the call for the server reset. It took a little bit long enough. Come on, staff, get something going. But my goodness, no, it was a great game 2. Great game 2 showing from Carolina. Much more physical plays on that back line, and it just opened up so much chaos on the back line for Ottawa that they couldn't get back in time. They were struggling. Honestly, once that kickoff was just missed from Rocket, it all went downhill from there.
Yeah, good on them to ask right away, because that's what you got to do. So, some teams, they kind of prolong when they ask for the reset. So very good heads up by Carolina to ask for that 7 seconds in. Took a little while for the confirmation, but it was going to go in regardless. Their ping's very high, so a little bit of a timeout here, for both teams. I'm not really sure which team that benefits more, mixed up. It's the one that's coming off the win or the loss here. What do you think?
I mean, it could be up to either or, a little bit of both, I would say. I mean, it gives Ottawa a little bit more time to reset, but I think they already had plenty of time to reset in between those 2 games and then try to work everything out. And then once they got there, they called for the reset and then had to go again. So it'd be beneficial for either team. Could be, harmful for either team. It will just depend on how they play here in game number 3. Like I said, series still tied, 1 apiece. We called for that server reset. Had some players lagging. Get that fixed up and joined up here soon. We can continue off where we left off, but in Ottawa and Carolina, like we said, like you mentioned earlier, the predictions were pretty much heavily in favor of Carolina to win this one. But Ottawa has not looked that bad. I mean, they came out strong in game number 1. They had some mishaps in game number 2 that cost them a goal or two, but it really was just the Carolina's aggression that just suffocated them on that back end. And like, well, we saw a little bit of game number 1 where once teams would break out of their half, they didn't really have boost to do much with it. And I think Ottawa continued on with that trend where once they got into the Carolina half, they really couldn't do much other than just get demoed on their third and then have to rotate back with no boost.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the power ranking committee saw in this matchup to make it so skewed to one side. Because I mean, when you look at their stats, it's 7-3 Carolina, and it's what 9-1 I believe for Ottawa. And Rocket going into Rocket I think ended up with 100% series win percent here. It actually looks like, and same with Cup. So I mean, they only had 1 loss, so the 1 loss was with Flushy and their D roster in the lineup. But I mean, their stats all over the place are just about as good, if not better, in almost every stat department. In goals, we have Rocket and Flushy with 92 and 80 shots. That's more than KH. Pav coming out with the most shots, actually, surprisingly. I would think it would be KH or Link. But I mean, Ottawa looks pretty good on paper, so I'm very curious what went into the predictions formula there.
I agree. I mean, with the way the MAC schedules work, though, like the MAC and lower schedules, is that they play very different opponents. Both of these teams do. So it very well could be that Carolina is the better team statistically, but they just play harder opponents than what Ottawa's has done. But I can't confirm that basis. I haven't followed MAC League to a T like that and confirmed on any of that, but that is a very real possibility in comparing these two teams. But at the end of the day, if you want them to be classified as good, you got to win your games, and Ottawa has won more games. They will be classified as the better team, the higher seed. These PR people, these PR desk members, maybe they see a little bit more potential in Carolina as a quick shot comes in, rings off the post. Half shot is denied by Flushy into the corner. Now Linky trying to get this one back mid for KH, and my goodness, the action picked up right where it left off in game number 2, and that little bit of a dead lobby in game number 3 as that one was a little bit high octane offense as well. 30 seconds here in Carolina just trying to find a foothold.
Yeah, I figured these two teams might be a little bit slow to the gates, kind of letting everybody rest up and maybe take it slow for a second, but they're just going on all cylinders here right as the game started. So just like nothing happened on the server reset, KH trying to fake by one, slow it down, gets 50 off the ceiling. Rocket versus Pav here, another 50, just doing the same thing to the moon and back to the ground. Again, we're just playing boomer mode mix, the up, down, up, down, up, down.
If it goes in, it goes in, but so far it hasn't. But Pav trying to keep this one into the corner, taken away by Flushy. Gonna get intercepted by Pav yet again, and Pav will not let Ottawa leave this corner, and now picking up by KH. Back onto the mid, a misplay there from Rocket, gonna be cleared away by Flushy, I believe. Said the names there, but Ottawa gets that cleared nonetheless, and Pav just being a brick wall in these challenges. They have very rarely gotten past that skyline. He's holding down the fort for Carolina, but Cup put this one back off the corner into the midfield, intercepted by Cup yet again. Now he's the one sealing everything away for Carolina. A soft roller here, easily picked up by Rocket. That could be on target actually, as KH has to reach for that one, and he does. Sends it backwards off the post behind him. We keep this scoreline 0-0.
I mean, the new Matrix movie has not come out yet, but man, KH looking like Neo out there bending backwards to make that one. That was a great save. Good touch here by Rocket towards the net, but cut down. And speaking about cut down, Cup gonna cut down KH where he stands on the other side of the field. Right now, shots dead even again. Well, actually it's 3-2, but right neck and neck. A lot less here though for both teams as they're really challenging for midfield control, but KH looking like Shaquille O'Neal. They're just a huge dunk, the hand coming down, smacking that into the net. We have a 1-0 lead.
You mentioned it was 3-2, but that was 3 shots spread across the Ottawa team, and all 3 shots now for Carolina coming from KH. He has been the person on the offense leading these shots, leading these goals, getting these plays opened up for his teammates. But now it's going to be Flushy trying to play bully ball on KH. No boost to continue on with that. It's going to be taken away by Cage. Now Cage looking for a double off the ceiling, read by Pav. It's going to be saved at the last second on the goal line from Flushy. Going to be played into Cup, who gets that boost. Rocket trying to play a little bit of a cherry pick here, but hardly anybody on Ottawa has boost now except for Cup. He has to rotate back fast to get that ball into the corner. Now just plays straight back into Carolina. Yet another third man demo, yet another goal for Carolina. And my goodness, the aggression just comes right back.
Yeah, the Reaper Scythe just swinging through the net there as Pav eliminating the last man, protecting the net. So it just ends up being a free goal for the insurance. Carolina really pulling every trick out they have. They're using the mechanics, the speed, and now the aggression. The demo's on the goal line, trying to get under the skin of Ottawa here. Let's see if they can battle back as Cup will try and charge the attack off the sidewall, but Link is there first. Cage is still upfield, tries to redirect. Flushy can't read that one. Near miss there for Carolina. Ottawa still struggling to get to their end here as we just passed the 2-minute mark.
Game number 3 of this series is tied, but Carolina seems to have woken up. So many more demos, so much more physicality, and Pav is locking down every single challenge as he wins yet another one into this corner. Plenty of boost to work with. Gonna try to watch this one past Rocket, but Rocket wins it, but straight back into KH. A trade of possessions here in the corner. Linky swinging a miss on that midfield. It's gonna buy time for Ottawa to break out and get boost. Now Carolina on the back foot as Flushy steals away that corner. It's gonna be read by Cup. Straight back out into the mid, but read first by KH. Swinging a miss on Rocket's end, but a little bit of a double commit here. KH and Linky getting in each other's way, but a beautiful 51 by Linky just off target though. Ottawa, despite having had multiple opportunities to break out of their half and secure something on Carolina's, they're on the back foot yet again this game.
Just approaching the 1-minute mark here, and like Ottawa needs a goal really quick here. They've been silenced here completely in game 3, and that is not what they need. Great pass here, trying to find Link. Big clear. Rocket versus Pav here. Pav's gonna opt to go low. Cup keeps it in though towards the net, but no one home, and KH just with a free clear out to midfield as Flushy tries to keep it in, but Ottawa's offense is really starting to be stalled completely. As I say that, I gotta stop talking, Mixed, because the opposite happens every time.
I feel like Linky went for style points there. He almost missed that save. He should have had a much better touch, but wanted to give us a heart attack on that goal line as that almost finds the mark. KH getting a little fancy here with that pre-jump, finds the touch anyways, and Linky, just the faster player, will send this one all the way back into the Ottawa corner. Misread from Cup, it will be read by KH, and that's the 3rd goal for this game, number 3, 700 points on KH's card.
Yeah, that is the cage that I've seen before. This guy could pop off, and you need to shut him down early, which Ottawa did great in game 1, but they've struggled to do ever since for whatever reason. So they got to take a minute and remember what they were doing in game 1 that worked so well, unless it was just a factor of Carolina wanted to play very cautious and just feel this team out and not really playing how they normally do. So I'm not really sure which one is the latter here, but KH trying to grab one more at the dying seconds of the game, but MVP medal definitely going to go in favor of him.
I agree, and that's, my math is correct here. That's 8 straight goals, not 8 straight, but that's 8 goals in 2 games for Carolina, whereas Ottawa only managed to mount up 2. So it's just been an offensive masterclass here for Carolina. The defense has held on strong too. That's 6 saves on their end to Ottawa's 2. 6 saves on Ottawa's 6 shots. My goodness, the accuracy. Everything found on target, but not into the back of the net. But Carolina, despite having all their flash on that offensive end, there's still much to show for on the defensive end too. So this team, when it's firing like this on offense and holding strong on the defensive end, you pretty much just got to hope for a mistake and capitalize if you're the Savage here.
Yeah, KH having 6 shots at the end of that game, and that was the total that Ottawa shot unanimously as a team. So that is pretty interesting that KH single-handedly had the same amount of shots that the other 3 put together as a unit. So Carolina working with a game advantage now. They're up 2 games to 1. Ottawa is going to look to try and even this up if possible. So they will send Pav and Rocket on the kickoff here. Flushy to follow it up. Good follow-up here. It's going to be off the backboard. He will not be able to follow that one up as he was using all the boost on the way. And unfortunately, nobody else could get the next touch either. Cage from the ceiling. Flushy with the demo on Pav coming back. Maybe Ottawa's trying to strike back with a little bit of muscle in their own.
Bit of counterattack here for Cage. It's just going to find the back of the net. He just rips the ball away from Ottawa. They push up too fast using their flips to carry their momentum, and KH just there first, nobody in front of him to clear this one away. He finds that bottom corner, and Carolina score early again, now with the momentum and the lead in their favor.
Flushy gonna win that one very well. Cage barely getting a piece, and the dunk coming through by Flushy as well. Rocket rounding that one off the corner, out down in front, but Carolina is there, and no Ottawa. Flushy gonna try and carry this one above. Link just barely getting a touch on that one. So Ottawa really trying to get shots on goal here, but the defense coming through once again, but oh no, I spoke too soon. Once again, Rocket puts that one in.
I was looking at Pav's POV because I saw him go for the corner boost and get that demo, but nobody home for the rest of Carolina. It's easy pickings for Rocket and the rest of the Savage. So they tie up this game number 4 while they're down 2-1 in this series. It's pretty much a must win. You don't want to go down 3-1 in a series. You want to be able to mount up some sort of assault here, even up the series back up 2 apiece. This offensive play here could be it as a team bump comes in from Linky. It's in the way of his teammate here. Now it's going to be another extended stay for Ottawa. We've seen very rare of these throughout this series, but finally it's going to be broken away by Carolina yet again. Cup and intercept this one using his boost to get back. KH finding some exit demos, but a miss from Pav will buy time for Ottawa to get back set. Now it's going to be an offensive transition here. 1v1 Rocket and KH. KH gets beat on the 50. Rocket goes underneath him, and that's a 2-1 lead.
First time I've said, have not said something, and the opposite has happened, so I'm glad you were casting for that one, as I'm wondering if I'm helping one team and not the other every time I talk here. So Ottawa starting to get back into this. They have a lead for the first time in a couple games, I believe. Pav gonna get beat to that one, right on goal. Felicia with the touch, but not a great one, as it's just gotta sit it mid in front of the net, and unfortunately that means Link will put it in, and Carolina has evened it up right away, so that lead was very short-lived.
KH getting that secure demo on that defender on the opposite side. I don't think they would have reached it anyways, but still, better safe than sorry. Just a misplay from the Ottawa defense feeds Linky there into the midfield. He's not going to miss those open nets too often. KH here. Going to get past one, but not past the rest of the goal line defense that is the Savage. KH trying to find something flashy here. May have sort of left that for Pav, as Pav had a clear lane on that ball, but he gets bumped off this one. Will tank it through and try to get past the next one, but won't be able to. Linky gets in the way of this one, just enough to get past the defenders. Now, a little bit of a 1-2 play here, try to transition out is Carolina. Okay, it's gonna grab that mid boost. Rocket a little bit last back right here. He's gonna have to rely on Flushy to get back in time. Just not on target. Linky with a quick fire from that mid will not find at the back of the net, but will find it on target, force the defense to jump. Rocket here in a precarious position on that goal line. That's gonna be KH with a free shot. Leaves it for Pav. 1-2 finish, draws out the defense, and it's a 3-2 lead.
Carolina striking back twice now, so you cannot count this team out when they're down there. Just really feeling themselves, and just a great team play here as Cage finding Pav coming in up midfield. So very clean play as we just passed the 2-minute mark. I mean, we've had 5 goals now, a lot different than the last game where it was pretty quiet. And again, Cage and the squad have put up a mountain of shots, 7 in front of the Ottawa team. Ottawa, you know, fight back with 4 of their own here. A huge save there by Pav. Whether that was calculated or not, that stayed out. Cage, last minute, gonna touch that one upfield, try and find a Link. Link redirected that one on next, trying to get the touchdown. He does. Cage to follow it up. Another save coming in by Rocket.
3-2 here as the demos start flying for Ottawa. They've been trying to play a little bit more aggressive, at least Rocket has. Trying to get these demos to open up space for his team, but it's going to be KH with just the sheer mechanical capabilities. Trying to go past one and past the second. Flushy does not flinch on the goal line. It will be kept out, but a little bit of a misplay here. 1-2-3 team play, I guess, back out to the midfield. But everybody goes for boost. It's an open net. Not strong enough of a clear, and that's a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here, but the wheels just kind of fell off after Ottawa finally got a lead back in their favor. So unfortunate for them, but they got 2 minutes left to fight back, but they're going to have to change something up here because Carolina has figured something out, and it is working. I mean, they're just on a tear right now, looking to make it 3 straight if Ottawa does not answer back. And we are still in the Ottawa zone here. Rocket trying to flick this one out. Unfortunately, met by Link early to put that one back in. Cage banging that one ahead. Link still upfield. Gonna try and redirect this one in front of the net for somebody. He fakes that one up. Gets cup, but Flushy moves that one out.
Pass out to the midfield is Rocket, but nobody home as Flushi's getting harassed on the back third. Cup trying to race back now too. It's Linky up in the air looking for a double, only finds one. It's gonna be Pat from that midfield yet again. He's been deadly so far. That is his hat trick, and that'll be another 3-goal lead, another 5-2 game here with still a minute and a half left to play.
Pav playing a perfect third man right now. He's coming at the right times. You know, a lot of people say if you're third, you don't score. That is not really true. The third can score a pile of goals if he plays it properly, and this man is doing it perfectly. He's always at the midfield, waiting for the pass or the rebound, and just burying every single one, punishing Ottawa right now. So very good job by him. Another good 50 by him, trying to use every ounce of boost left to get in front of that. Could not. This one rounding up the back corner here, out in front of the net. Flushy getting back in on the play somehow. Gonna flick that one on net, but unfortunately, that was a bit of an overcommit, probably for him to cut up because his teammate came up, and all of a sudden, this felt like a pretty close game here a couple minutes ago. Now it's 6-2.
There's a 2-1 lead for Ottawa at some point in this game. It has just snowballed into a 6-2 lead for Carolina. My goodness, it's just been, I mean, honestly, once we get to this much of a lead with this much time left, we start entering garbage time. And I think that was just Ottawa trying to send the house, try to secure something, some sort of momentum, some sort of goal to try to stay alive. Get called out here as 3 players going to try to guard this ball, and it finally gets cleared out into the corner. Flushy credited with the save. Linky trying to find a double here using all of his boost, does not find the touch, played out into K8. Lobs this one mid. Linky almost finds that touch. He wanted it really bad, but could not get there in time. Now Pav trying to play cleanup here into the corner. Low boost is going to be taken away by Linky. 26 seconds here remain in game number 4, excuse me. This one cleared out back into the mid, and as time ticks away here, that's going to be yet another dominating win for the Reapers. And as they move on to match point, it's only, I guess, a show of if Ottawa can mount some sort of comeback here, some sort of momentum, or if this Reaper train will just keep on rolling.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a bruised ego coming in this one for the Savage here. They got to try and recorrect and just regroup here, because that was probably one of the toughest ones for them. Now they don't want to sit idly and just go into the next one just down in the dump, so they got to really rebound here. They know they're a good enough team. They were 9-1 on the season. They won the first game here. They know they can beat these guys for those 2 reasons, so they just got to dig deep and find whatever it is in them that has done it in the past and do it now.
Ottawa players taking their time to ready up here, could be going over a game plan, understanding that what the position they're faced in right now. They're facing match point at a 3-1 deficit into the series. Come in as the highest seed, but you come in with all the predictions against you. Definitely a confusing time here in this manner, but you got to be able to show up and play well. Now, we take the field here in game number 5. It is match point for the Reapers. Ottawa looking to stay alive here. They need 3 straight before Carolina can win 1. And any hopes of their season staying alive here. Seen so much physicality from the Reapers offense, just opening up gaps, and just too many mistakes on the Ottawa Savage to open up gaps themselves. Seems like there's so many open net opportunities, but here comes KH off the corner, gonna be red. Linky, last bag, taking his time here, but Rocket playing such an aggressive series, gonna get demoed for his efforts too, and this one does not find the mark either. A swing and a miss from KH, he spun too far on it, and Flushy will open up scoring here for Ottawa, and their first lead in a while.
KH just kind of boosting a bit too much, holding drift a little bit too much there, and just miscalculated that one. And luckily, Ottawa gets a little bit of a gift that we haven't seen Carolina give in front of their net. So very uncharacteristic of Carolina to do that. So that is what Ottawa has to do, is capitalize and just keep on top of that. So hopefully they do not lose this lead. Let's see what'll happen. Flushy gonna touch that one up, and Cup just being a menace on the back lines here. Gonna remove KH off the field. Flushy gonna try and get that one by, but KH off the respawn. Gonna stay close to that one. KH, Link in the same corner. And Pad, this could be a little bit dangerous if someone challenges, but Ottawa just giving them a lot of space to work with here.
I agree. I mean, 45 seconds into this game, and it seems to be all Ottawa, but Carolina has had their shots as well this game, using these corners to their advantage, but the backboard defense of Ottawa has proven strong as a little bit of a 1-2 play here. Clears it out into the corner of Carolina, but nobody to follow up. The net's open momentarily. Rocket has to get back. He doesn't have boost. He doesn't make contact. And my goodness, yet another defensive error from Ottawa will cost them a goal here in the series.
That is not what you wanted to do if you're Ottawa. You give one, you get one. Like you want to punish them on their mistake and not give them one on a mistake on the back half. So very unfortunate because Carolina, a very offensive team, and they can score the goals just by peppering you. And if you're going to give them an accidental one like that, that will give up the lead, that's a pretty tough pill to swallow there. Cup, great touch in front of the net. Gonna try and follow this up. Him and Rocket getting a little bit tied up here. This is not good, as it was looking like a pretty good attack into the zone, but they lost control. Flushy moving up to close the gap here. Big clear is going to wrap around the back wall, links up top, drops it down. Cage can't follow. Up on the 50, still kind of just sitting here, getting pounded into the corner, but nothing really getting close to the net.
The tie game here, one apiece off two defensive mistakes from either team. Well, we'll fall neutral. The Rocket launches this one downfield. He's got two Carolina players staring at him, though. Will be intercepted by one. Using his boost for that, though. Plays it past one with no boost. Leaves it for Pav. Now Pav to KH. KH is up with plenty of boost. Sends a Rocket off target to Rocket. This one, awkward read for Quip, excuse me, Cup. He can't find it. Now Linky there to clean up, and it'll be a 2-1 lead for the Reapers.
Yeah, just another misread here in front of the Savages net. So, you know, it might be nerves and just they're getting a little bit shaky here on the brink of defeat, and that is not the time to do it right now. They need to stand as strong as ever. They are on match point. They cannot be getting shaky in front of their net. Rocket up top, he backlips on that one. It's going to leave Pav in case to lead an attack. He's going to drop it back down, but cannot make connection with that one. Flushy going to scoop that one up at Link, instantly challenging that one. Ottawa just a little bit slow to go for the ball and just giving, you know, KH and company a little bit too much space here. And this is what happens. Now they're on the defensive once again in their zone. Rocket has to get this one out, maintain possession, and that is a great shot on goal, but a huge save by Link. The rebound by Flushy into the corner will just be cleared on net by KH.
Great 50 there. They could find the back of the net. Cup has to get there in time, but nobody there to support him afterwards, and KH is there to clean it up. My goodness, it only took like a few seconds for Carolina to break out of their half and get a scoring opportunity, and now they find their third goal here on match point. Just over 2 minutes remaining. The Savage need an answer, and they need one fast here, Chaos.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they got to do here because it seems to be they're panicking a little bit and a little bit nervous. And I mean, I don't blame them, but they are a very good team. They can battle back from this. They just got to do it. They got to find it in themselves here. But KH is going to be met with all the boost in the world and space, and he's going to carry that all the way on goal, win the 50, and the rebound by Link. Oh my, mixed up.
And that is just BM, I would say. Just he wins the 50 here and then lands on top of Rocket to Goomba stomp him off the ball. And it's just a good cleanup from Linky. My goodness, salt in the wound here for the Savage, and the bleeding is just gushing right now. They cannot find an answer to stop Carolina, and they have not found an answer to stop them since game number 1. It's just been all Carolina these past 2-3 games. A 5-2 dominating win in game number 2, 6-2 in game 3. My goodness. It could have been game 4, excuse me. A little bit of a closer game in the other ones. But 2 dominating wins back to back, now in a 4-1 lead here in game number 5 on match point. We're looking to find yet another dominating win to close out this series. Is on to the Savage now to try to battle back. Less than a minute and a half remains to score 3 goals. Flushy up high into the corner. Then off into the backboard yet again. Flushy just trying to get rid of this ball, but Carolina is suffocating them right now.
Yeah, Link's gonna fire that one up top. That one's just wide. Right now, shots are 7-4 in favor of Carolina. And the demo coming out in front. The rebound by Rocket. Finds the back of the net, and you know they still have time, and they picked up a goal here. I mean, very unorthodox, and I don't know. We're gonna say that's calculated.
Hey, it went in, and that's what Ottawa needs, just for it to go in. They've got a minute here to score 2 more goals. Do that yet again. That's a great physical play. Now a good kickoff win, but Cup not be able to go past Pav. The shot just high over the crossbar. Has to be read by Flushy, but it goes wide yet again. Now Cup with no boost. It's going to be Rocket. He gets a beat on the third man, but nobody there. Ottawa ran out of cars to support. But now Flushy gets boost, gets back into the play, but KH finding on that goal line with the crossbar to save that one away. It's going to be shot from the wall yet again. A swing and a miss on the air, and it will be read by KH from that wall. Almost saved the goal line. But my goodness, just completely a change of pace from Ottawa having pressure to a Carolina goal.
Yeah, that's highly unfortunate. I mean, Ottawa scoring that goal gave them a good opportunity to get back into the game, but Carolina just rubbing the eraser over that and saying that didn't even happen. So 3 goals at 30 seconds. This is pretty much all said but done here. I gotta think, unless something wild happens. I mean, something wild happens is me speaking, say the opposite, and then Ottawa scores. I thought it was gonna happen, but unfortunately, save comes out. 15 seconds left. Cage trying to kill a little bit of time here. Oh, gotta move that upfield, and it could be an empty net here. It is, and there he goes. 9 seconds. Can they get 2 goals?
It is a very tough task ahead of the Savage here, especially with how well the defense of Carolina has held on. They haven't given you too many mistakes, but the ones they've given you, you've been able to capitalize on at least most of them. You need pretty much perfect Rocket League here for the next 9 seconds, and hoping that Carolina can play some worse Rocket League. But as this kickoff goes into your corner, that's not good. That win from Pav is not good for the Ottawa Savage, and that will be game, set, and match here on Utopia Coliseum. Carolina, led by KH and his offensive prowess, Link and his perfect shooting, I would say, throughout that series, and Pav with his rock-solid saves, demos, and cleanups. They will take this 1 in 5.
Yeah, that's going to wrap up Ottawa's season right there. Carolina will advance a little bit further. Coming up next will be the Kansas City Carnage versus the Las Vegas Tyrants for Mac Lee. But we need a short break to fuel up the cars and get everything going. We'll see you in a couple.
Came from a broken home. I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through. Claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance. Show me that you mean it. We'll feel some type of way.
Welcome back, everybody. We have our final match of the night. Only doing 3 tonight. We've got our final match. We have the Las Vegas Tyrants taking on the Kansas City Carnage. I would say the underdogs here, doing their little Cinderella story, having a tough Game 7 match against their opponents, SFC, I believe it was, last week, I want to say. But Kansas City coming in, they have yet another Titan to play. These Tyrants are 8-2 on a 33 points, compared to KZC's 6-4, 22 points. I'm still mixed. This is still chaos and chaos. What have you got predicted for this one?
Well, I think we're going back to the Stone Age here. We got a dinosaur T-Rex versus, I don't know, that's an Aerodactyl or something, but
Sure.
we got, I think the T-Rex usually comes out on top, but we will see. Las Vegas having a very strong season here in MAC League. They eliminated Portland. They're just a very strong team. KCC, they are not fielding Imp for whatever reason, so they're missing their 140. So they're gonna be looking for Toss, who's scored 41 goals in the regular season. Again, Imp's not here. He had 28 for the next highest total. They got Busy and Virtus as the next two out there. And LVT are going to be coming out with their A, B, and C roster here, which is Jarhead, Crimson, and Faceless Turtles, who Jarhead lead in the pack with 35. Crimson and Faceless have 22 and 26. Both teams pretty bump heavy as well as we look at Straxel's not playing, but Crimson 29 demos on the season versus Toss. I definitely expect these two to kind of trade heads back and forth a little bit. So power rankings once again, unanimous victory being guessed here in favor of the Dinosaurs. So let's see if Las Vegas will. And I mean, they strike 5 seconds into the game, Mixta.
I mean, you can't call them dinosaurs because I think the Carnage, I mean, I would call it a pterodactyl. I mean, I would say that's some dinosaurs as well, so that's going to get confusing. But regardless, the paleontologist nerds going crazy in the chat right now. But a 1-goal lead for the Tyrants. These T-Rexes going to lead the charge, scoring first in the first 5 seconds. Now it's going to be a long clear here for KCC, looking to bounce back off that quick goal from the Tyrants. Curtis now to clean up to this midfield. Plays it past 1, past 2, only one person back. It's just Crimson guarding this one. He almost gets faked there into this corner, but it's enough of that ball to play it away. Now Busy and Virtus combining here. It's going to be Tossed, try to finish this one. No, Jarhead in the way of this one. Going to be sent away by Turtles. Jarhead underneath, launching this clear, go to the side. Crimson, no boost, trying to get in the way of this one, but Busy sends this one all the way to the side of the corner. Cleaned up by Turtles, back into Busy, straight back out into Jarhead, who's going to lead this one up for Turtles. He's got the boost, it's off target though. Nobody there to clean up yet in time for the Tyrants. This shot could find the back of the net, no! A reaching save from Virtus, and this scoreline will stay 1-0.
Love what Brew said, ground dinosaurs versus flying dinosaurs. Let's see who wins. But, Las Vegas looking strong out of the gates here. We're going to be looking towards Jarhead to lead the pack. Speaking of the double, quick shot up top, saved by Toss. Crimson, the other guy to really look for out here. The other side, going to be Virtus and Toss trying to lead this attack without Imp. Let's see if KCC can take the victory here, missing one of their core pieces. This one's going to wrap around up top. Crimson, big clear. Going up to midfield. Virtus can't get the read, so Toss will move in. The Mudcat getting a pretty good touch on that one. Crimson to meet with that. Scoops that up, tries to slow it down. Big 50, gonna float towards the net. Jarhead, a little bit of space to make the save. He does get challenged right away. Coming up front, Tosh will line that one up and slot it in. We have a tie game.
Thought that was going to be saved on that goal line there. I think it was Jarhead. No, it's going to be Turtles to get in the way of this one, but the flip sends him just a little bit too far away. Toss realizes this, sends it to the side of both defenders. We'll find the back of the net. We'll even up the scoreline 1 apiece. 3 1/4 remaining in game number 1. Like I said to mention, the game number 1s are pretty important now, ignoring last series after that 4-1 finish, that one being the game 1 loss. But these game 1s have been super important, not really feeler games anymore, as you just have to bring your A game. You got to be able to come out swinging, take it to your opponents. Both these two teams very well in that aspect, at least. This is an awkward misplay here from Crimson. We'll open up a shot from Toss. They find under the bar. No, bar and out. Straight back up to Virtus. His shot will be good, though, underneath the bar and clean. That is a 2-1 lead now for the KCC.
Great follow-through bump by Toss to clear the net for Virtus to put that one in. And then, the dinosaur comes out of the net, oddly enough, out of LVTs. So, 2-1 lead here for Kansas City. Gonna try and push forth and work on that. LVT gonna try and come back and tie this one up at 2:40 left on the clock. Busy still upfield. If he gets that redirect, that's a goal all day, but unfortunately could not get the read. So Burtis gonna be left on last here, but us gonna create a little bit of space, taking out Jarhead on the way back.
He's sent off to the side, a little bit of a stale ball here. It's gonna be won cleanly by Jarhead. Gonna send this ball out awkwardly from the defense back onto the midfield. Now Faceless try to clean up. Gets beat on his efforts with a double tap. Plays it back into his own corner. Now Crimson up is Jarhead. He's gonna try to dunk toss, but cannot get around it in time. Now Vegas holding down this corner, just trying to outlast the Carnage to this corner. But Crimson, off shot there, led perfectly for Busy. Bit of a dunk and go there from the KCC defense. Going to be Crimson off the backward. He's got to fall up there. It's going to be Jarhead. No, it's going to be Faceless Turtles. Then Jarhead. He's going to finally put that one away. Bottom corner. And my goodness, it was only a matter of time with that pressure.
Crimson really wanted that one, could not get the touch. Good patience for Jarhead to just wait for Crimson to get out of the way and to bury that one. We have a tie game, 1:50 left on the clock, and unfortunately, that one looked like it could have been pretty preventable for KCC. Las Vegas just going to punish them when they make a mistake like that, and already 9 shots in favor of Las Vegas versus 5 on the other side. And here's one up top. Toss couldn't get the next touch. Crimson 40 boost to work with here, gets the touch. It's going to be close to the post there, so he's going to try and get one more in front. Could not. Rebound's going to be pounded up top, and Toss protecting that backboard. Busy as well. So Kansas City sending a strong message here that backboard defense, their team has covered pretty good.
Always sent the long way into Busy's arms. He double tapped by Crimson though, looking for something to get out to the midfield. Gonna be backed up by Faceless Turtles, but it's still won by Virtus. Does not get that last touch he was hoping for. And it's sent back into the KCC half yet again. It's gonna be Vegas mounting yet another assault here. An extended say off the backboard repeatedly. It's gonna take everybody and their mother to try to put that ball in the net, but still not good enough. This wall will send back into the Vegas side, led by Busy. Shot on target, forced Jarhead to go. He backflips, and it finds the bottom of the net. 3-2 now, KCC.
Kansas City's really looking pretty good out here. It's just their mistakes that have cost them on the back end, and Las Vegas has punished them. But if they're going to attack with this amount of strength here, it might not be a problem. 45 seconds left. They have a 1-goal lead. Las Vegas looking to strike back. Faceless Turtles, great kickoff here. See if he can follow it up. He does, off the post, out in front. That one goes across. Virtus going to put that over. Midfield pass to Busy. The redirect upfield into the corner. Great play, but the execution just wasn't finalized on the goal line.
The 3-2 lead here for the Carnage, and this long clear is just going to do everything and waste time. 20 seconds remain now. Looking to get a 4th one here, try to solidify game number 1, and it looks like they will. Busy from the opposite side will put that one back in front into the net. 16 seconds remain here, and KCC looking to run away with game number 1.
Yeah, Las Vegas being the number 1 seed here, they had a bye week, and sometimes teams, they get a little bit rusty when they have to sit around and wait for the other teams to catch back up to them. So it might take them a game here to get everything warmed up, pending how much this team scrimmed and practiced here for the last week. But I know sometimes the bye week works the opposite way for the team that has it. So we will see if after this game it's going to look like they have their oil warm, because right now they're looking a little bit cold here, but they've had moments of greatness.
I agree, but that ball will hit the ground. I agree. It looked like Vegas had some very good plays, mounting up assaults, mounting up extended stays on that KCC half, but the shot was not there. My goodness, Faceless Turtles having majority of the shots for Vegas, but only 1 goal. He Braziled himself for shooting 1 goal on 7 shots. Want to be able to clean up that shooting if you're the entirety team of Vegas, especially with how many opportunities you had. Like I said, throwing it off that backboard can only work so often unless you've got that player in the midfield ready for it. And it just seemed like they ran out of cars, put the ball in the back of the net, and KCC was just rotating beautifully. Virtus with 5 saves in that game. Busy and Toss both having 1 apiece. We'll head into game number 2, Neo Tokyo. We'll see if KCC can pick up where they left off, or if Vegas can finally put something in the back of the net.
Yeah, Virtus Bay playing a very good defensive game, like you said. 5 saves. He had 3 shots. All the Kansas City players had 3 shots apiece, but I think the MVP's got to go the Virtus there. He saved them on the back end numerous times, so the defense was just solid, and the Tyrants just could not find a way to break through it. As you said, Faceless Turtles himself had 7 shots, and the other 2 had 2 apiece, so they put on 11 shots, and they just could not get a lot of them to go in. Busy, gonna try and get a touch there, but could not. Faceless Turtles, the offensive machine from last game, got a midfield pass that one, the Jarhead, and what a read! Get the net. Las Vegas, 1-0.
I'm gonna see that from other POVs looking at tosses right now. But my goodness, that's just a heater. Just sneaks underneath the crossbar, doesn't touch. As a good 1-2 play if you are the Tyrants. He's sent off straight into that open net. Any shot could have done, but he had to shoot it high underneath the bar. Could be a second here as, my goodness, toss. Nerves of Steel had to save that one away. Still throwing it back to the midfield. Nobody home for the Tyrants yet again. They've got a 1-goal lead to work with. This is still dangerous though. It's Virtus looking to clear up some space in that corner. Toss now, beats his man on the ball. Looking for a second, does not find it. Will be Faceless Turtles to clear this one away. Now Busy Busy into Virtus, cannot find it. Busy again, having to clear this off into the side. Vegas doing very good about winning their challenges now. Passes going a little bit off target here, but still, you have to miss a couple to make up for that first one you had in the beginning of the game.
Las Vegas on the attack here, winning the 50. It's going to go in front of the Kansas City net, and that is all kinds of trouble. Crimson will get credit with that one. Busy, I want to take another look here. Yeah, he got a little bit awkward there somehow and just couldn't recover, and unfortunately, Las Vegas punishing them for that one, getting an assurance goal to pull ahead 2-0. And right now, Kansas City has yet to register a shot on goal, so it's 4-0 for Las Vegas.
I agree. It just looked like he didn't make up his mind in time if he wanted to jump for that ball or rotate back or go up to the backboard. Wound up trying to do all 3, and it cost him there as Vegas starting to swarm onto this goal line of KCC. Crimson now looking for something out mid, does not find it, intercepted by Busy. Gonna get take this ball away from, or by Toss, but Jarhead with a good double 50 there, gets it past both defenders, but still just a long clear here for KCC. Will buy them more time, but just as much time is Vegas as they have time to go get boost, start winning some of these challenges. But my goodness, Busy absolutely dunks the defender there, but it's still one out. Another infield pass, won by Crimson. No, does not find contact, but still forces 2 KCC players to dive on that ball. Now, launched onto the backboard, cleared off to the left side. Be taken away by Jarhead. He's just trying to be a nuisance right now onto the sidewall. Taken away by Crimson. He's gotten a few air carries like this series so far, looking to get some more. Runs out of boost though. Busy trying to get out of the way there. Players go yet again for KCC, and it's a long clear, but the deep third from Vegas is proving to hold off strong right now. As this goes back up to the midfield, dangerous opportunity, and still a dangerous opportunity here as just misses coming out from the KCC side. Yet another one right there. Jarhead, 10 boost, trying to find something, and it's whiff central. If you can't hit the ball, hit the player, says Crimson. But my goodness, KCC still get away with one. Here comes a shot denied. Good lord, this will go neutral back into the corner.
Again, Kansas City still has not registered 1 shot on goal. They've been completely on their heels right now. And, you know, it could be the case that we talked about moments ago that, you know, Las Vegas just a little bit cold, forgot to warm the engines up pre-game, and now they're looking like a potent force out there. And that touch is on goal by Busy, and Bird is going to secure it to make sure it goes in. But, hey, you know, you only need 1 to go in, and that is their first shot and their first goal.
He's gonna secure it indeed. If that player, if Virtus was not there to clean up that ball, Jarhead had plenty of time to send that off the cross or off the post at least. I think he had enough space to send it off cleanly into the corner. But a good heads-up play there from Virtus to secure that one for KCC. Get some momentum here in game number 2, but that's gonna be a quick shot. Shot from the sidewall, 2 players go. Yet again, it's another double commit, another shot coming in from the sidewall. And my goodness, LVT is shooting from everywhere, forcing KCC to stand on their heads on the goal line. Another save from Toss will send up high. Jarhead again up in the air, does not find contact, but it's still won by Turtles. This could be on target, barely off the post. Double commit yet again, as somehow wins that 50. And KCC getting away with absolute murder right now as another whiff comes off the sidewall. It could be on target. No, still saved away.
Yeah, unfortunately, Faceless Turtles would definitely like to have that shot back. You know, didn't get the mustard on it. Could have been a goal, but hey, they still have the lead, and here he is again. Couldn't quite get the flick off either. Jarhead firing that one back, but there's 2 defenders. Should be an easy touch. It is, but he gets a couple of awkward ones. Still in the corner, though. Crimson up top. This one goes down in front. Could be dangerous. Curtis there to make a touch, which I think it was a save. Doesn't get quite credited for it. Faceless going to send that one off to the side. Toss. He's got space. See what he does with it. Fires it mid. No teammate there, though. Was busy upfield looking to bump some of these T-Rexes out of the net.
That's all 3 T-Rexes there. Moving on that to the ball. Curtis, nobody there to clean up the transition, and Crimson picks up enough pads, turns on that ball instantly, and that's a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, great shot by Crimson, and just he recognizes the overcommit by Kansas City, and that'll give him the insurance goal. You know, Kansas City looking quite strong in game 1. Kind of fell apart here in game 2, so whatever Las Vegas talked about in between games, they did a great job at there. 30 seconds left. Can Kansas City find a quick one and just try and bounce back into this? They need to get one quick because, you know, time is of the essence, but Jarhead hears me talking and silences everyone. 4-1 Las Vegas.
There's just been an offensive onslaught for these T-Rexes, these tyrants. Seems like anything that's gone in KCC's favor just has not gone any further, just getting to the midfield, getting possibly a good shot on target, but nothing to follow up. They're not getting to the ball fast enough compared to this Vegas team. As we see here, all 3 Vegas players up, but this one rolls into the corner. Jarhead, plenty of time to get back to this one. Now Toss trying to keep this one in play, but that just seems to be the name of the game. It's just KCC gets a good opportunity, but then Vegas is just there faster off the slow misplays. They'll be able to take those misplays, use them to their advantage, and take away game number 2 here. They win Neo Tokyo and even up this series.
Yeah, that was a much better Las Vegas squad than we saw in games 1. They had 12 shots, and Kansas City only had 1. So they literally outshot Kansas City 12 shots to 1. And if you're going to do that, you're probably going to win the game unless something really crazy happened. But that was not the case here. So Kansas City's offense just completely stifled by Las Vegas. They couldn't even get it past the midfield line. But when they did, I mean, they shot 100% mixed. So, I mean,
True.
if they get a couple on goal next game, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're doing good once they get out of their half, but just struggling to get past that midline is what's killed them so far. They've just been stuck on their end and have not been able to get anything going past that midline except that one good play. But now I've seen a stat, I'm interested in it, and I will be keeping up with it the entire game. Faceless Turtles now shooting 1 for 14 on the night. Tie ball game, we head into game 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. You know, a team shot 100% and a team shot 33%, and you would think maybe the 100% team won, but Faceless Turtles is an absolute machine gun out there. So let's see if he just keeps peppering the Kansas City net, cracking the defense a little bit here, and I'm seeing a couple card changes here. Toss switching out that Mudcat. He's now in the Batmobile, so we will see if that'll kind of just change how he's feeling out there, because maybe he's just feeling a little bit awkward. Jarhead gonna touch that one over. Busy gets a touch right back down the Jarhead on Porsche. Play good midfield passer to Crimson. Shot on goal. Pre-flip save coming in by Curtis.
The great heads-up play almost got caught out again with an open net opportunity. The KCC on the transition. Perfectly read by Jarhead, though. Gets past 2. The third man on that midline has to go up for this. Goes past Crimson, though. Has to rely on his teammates to get back. That's past 1. Almost past 2nd. Toss back in time. My goodness, that is a pretty pink Batmobile. He'll head back out to the midfield. Virtus now. Off into the defender. Faceless into the corner. Looking for another touch. He finds it. Into Jarhead. Gets a good read, but cannot land appropriately. Bumps Toss off the ball, though. Gonna try to get past the second. No go. Crimson. Trying to find a flashy touch for Faceless. Faceless doesn't need the flashy touch. He'll shoot from the corner, and now 2 for 15 is Faceless. Let's go.
Yeah, he's trying to repair that shooting percent that he heard us talking, and he doesn't like what we're saying. So, off to a pretty good start here, as now he's shooting 100% this game, and that is pretty lethal if he's going to be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is this going to be a pattern, or is he just going to, you know, maybe throw 6 more shots on goal here? Busy, gonna get that one by Jarhead just by a little bit. Great touch here by Faceless on the back end. Crimson, he's got time, controls this one. Gonna look for a midfield touch here, but great cut by Virtus. That one all the way back into the corner. Busy up top. Virtus is up early, but so is Toss. Double commit here. Luckily, Toss getting a good touch into the corner. And a bump here. This could be an open net if he gets it on. It's a floater. It is good.
My goodness, there's a great heads-up play there from Toss. He doesn't try to save time to use his flip here. He knows times is of the essence. He just uses his boost, gets that second jump over Jarhead. If he tried to wait to try to let that ball drop so he could flip into it, Jarhead was going to be all over that one. Great read from Toss, and that will even up game number 3, 1 apiece. 3.5 minutes to go here. Busy drops this one off the kickoff. Faceless Turtles into the midfield. Won by Toss this time, not Jarhead. Crimson did not find much of a touch there. It's going to be Virtus trying to drop this one off to the backboard. Looking for a double tap, cannot find. It's going to be Busy to crash. It's not the ball, but the player. Look there from Toss. Looking up for another score. Does not find it. Now it's a 2v1 counterattack. Crimson out to the midfield. A bit too far back is Turtles, though. And now Virtus will be set to clean up as this ball goes in neutral off this backboard. It's going to be Jarhead to clear this one away. But ACC, especially Toss on that aggression, have put up a lot more numbers here in game number 3. But LVT on the back foot here is of Jarhead waiting for the last possible second to send that one away.
Yeah, Faceless moving this upfield, try and control this one. And, Kansas City finding their stride from a couple games ago. They had one shot total last game, and they had 6 or 7 in game 1. They are already at 5 shots right now, so just doing a completely better job offensively. They're looking smoother, the rotations are better. Crimson really cutting down the space there. I mean, Toss was right next to the ball, but I think something happened with the post there, and he almost got beat by Crimson. Curtis tried to cut that one off. Faceless gonna be in the corner here. Virtus go for a bump. Busy touching that one, but right to Jarhead. That could be a problem. Quick shot. Quick touch here by Virtus, but an open net as somebody pushed at the net, unfortunately, when they did not have possession, and Crimson is gonna punish them for it.
The Toss just getting a little too eager there, using all of his boost to try to get out of the net and get set up too quick. Realizes that nobody's behind him too late. That's just a good shot there, good heads-up play. Vegas now have the lead yet again. A 2-1 this fashion. Turtles off the kickoff, off to the post. It's going to be a free net. A 1-2 finish off that backboard. Now it's quickly transpired into a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, this when it rains it pours, I guess. What a first touch by Faceless. He did all the work there, and Crimson just gifted with that beautiful pass to put it in. 3-1 now. Las Vegas once again starting to run away with it, and the stats are piling up on their side. They're doing a good job offensively and defensively. Crimson can't follow that one up. Toss gonna get a big clear up to the ceiling. He's gonna look to follow that one up. He does. Could be besting in front. Curtis off the post and could not put it in. Busy on the challenges. Stopped by Crimson, and a demo by Virtus on Crimson. And Faceless Turtles as well. Everybody getting demoed on the field.
Unfortunately, though, he got a little bit too anxious there trying to get that read. He was going to double with Toss. But my goodness, that was an open net opportunity. Still missed. Maybe Toss lobbing this one up. Maybe looking for a teammate, but it's only him up there now. Curtis, it's a great read off this sidewall. Sends directly to the other sidewall. But an even better read from Faceless Turtles forces the defense to jump. I'd like to send this one out mid. He's got Jarhead with him. Going to combine here. 1-2. Sends it off into the corner. Not really much else to show for that, as Faceless going to steal that corner boost. Now Virtus trying to flip into that ball, get a good enough touch, but it's just played back out into the midfield. Now Crimson back out into the mid yet again. Dove on is Jarhead. He's going to be sent away yet again. A great challenge game from these Tyrants has kept KCC at bay for what's felt like the entire series.
Yeah, they are definitely the players in control of this game. Busy having to slow this down, but unfortunately Jarhead's going to be there to put that one straight across. I mean, time running out here for Kansas City to come back, and that one is saved by Busy. I don't know how that one stayed out, but that was just crucial to keep it out if they had a chance.
2 for 16 now is Faceless Turtles. It's his ball. Sends it back out into the midfield. A good 51 yet again by Crimson. He has been a brick wall, and Turtles now 3 for 17. He'll find the 4th goal for Vegas. 11 seconds remaining, and that very well is the dagger here in game number 3. Looks like Vegas will take this one and run, and my goodness, like I said right before that goal went in, the challenge game from these Tyrants has just kept KCC stuck. they have not been able to get much of anything going just because they cannot win a 50-50 against Jarhead, against Crimson, and now against Faceless.
Yeah, I was curious what Faceless Turtle's shots were in the regular season, and I'm taking a peek. And he put up 40 shots in the 4 series he played. So he didn't play a lot of series, so he couldn't really mount those shots. But, I mean, he only played 4, and he was pretty close to Crimson Shots, who played a couple extra series than he did. So he's definitely a shooter here and continuing the trend, as he could be setting records putting on the numbers he is. But right now, I said look out for Jarhead and Crimson, and Faceless Turtles is definitely showing that he is one of the guys to put the spotlight on.
I agree. I mean, despite the shots and the shooting accuracy, he's definitely been a menace on that offensive end. Putting up so many numbers, putting up so many opportunities for his teammates to at least finish the ball. I mean, whatever works, it works. If you have to put up that many shots and have your teammates score for you, I mean, there's no shame in that. A ball goes in the net, you still win the same way. Maybe you just won't get as much credit as you deserve for it. Faceless Turtle shooting 2 for 3 on that one, despite the 1 for 14 in the first 2 games. The LVT still advance. Now they have an opportunity to head to match point. They go 2-1 into the series. KCC still needing an answer for these past 2 games. And I think that answer is to get some cleaner 50-50s against this Vegas squad.
Yeah, we will see if they can battle back. I mean, it's starting to slip away through their fingers here because they won the first game, I believe, and now they've dropped 2 straight. So, Kansas City did something right, and now they just can't seem to get it back in their direction. Here, toss again, another car change. It seems like if he drops a match, he'll switch the car off. So we'll see if this one helps, as he's potentially in the Twins. And I mean, Busy, he's just gonna completely show some muscle here and out-muscle everybody in front of that net. They have a lead.
That's what I said. You just got to start winning your 50s, start winning these challenges. Like, if you can start swinging these challenges into your favor, it's a completely different ball game. And now, 7 seconds in, KCC will prove that. A little bit of a misplay from Jarhead, though. He flipped the wrong way out of the direction of the ball, but it will still count as a good 50-50 goal from Busy, as he flipped the correct way for that one. Now, Faceless Turtles looking for some sort of redirect here, cannot find it. Jarhead into the corner. Here comes Faceless again for a shot. Gonna get saved away by Busy this time. Busy already with a goal and a save here in game number 4. He is not wanting to go home early. He's gonna get a pass here from Virtus back out into Virtus. It's denied by Turtles. Toss now with a little bit of time, but it's gonna get rushed immediately by Faceless. Now Crimson left to pick up. His challenge goes sideways, back onto the side. It's gonna be off target, off the backboard, still missed by the defense, and finally cleared away to this corner. My goodness, KCC, it feels like they've caught Vegas lacking here in this first minute of this game.
Yeah, I thought for sure that pinch was going to go in, and it barely flipped the crossbar. Virtus going to put this one in front. No one's there, though. Unfortunately, Crimson, quick flick over top 1. Could be a problem. Busy went up early. He's going to have a hard time reading that one because of it. And he does. 50-50 in the corner. Goes right at the Faceless Turtle. He's trying to keep this one in. Unfortunately, that clear's not good enough because Crimson is there, and Busy not getting the best of touches. That was off the crossbar, followed up by Crimson. The demo, the goalie. We have a tie game.
My goodness, and now this is the offense we expected to see here from LVT. The shot goes high for Turtles, but he swings in the goal line. Gets the demo on the goal line. It's just an easy finish for Crimson. 1 apiece here, 3.5 minutes remaining. Seems like the same storyline from last game, but roles reversed as we had a quick LVT goal, I believe, last game. ACC still not out of this yet. Toss gets a good demo on the 3rd man, but this ball gets taken away from Busy as that ball gets dropped by Virtus. But now back onto the side. Faceless with no boost. Gonna look to Crimson to bail him out, and he does. Back onto the side now. Jarhead with a good clean win, pass 2. Looking past the 3rd, he winds up faking him. It's an open net. It rolls in 2-1 Tyrants.
Yeah, they know that if they win this, they put themselves in a very good spot here going up a match point. So they are starting to play way more aggressive here, and it is working. Las Vegas has a lead now at 3:13 left on the clock. Kansas City really has to dig in deep here and try and get something working. Virtus can't get the read. No booster to work with either, and Busy missing the challenge, and tosses pushed up pretty far. This could be a problem, although this is a little bit of a slow attack by Las Vegas. If they set that up a little bit quicker. Looked like could have been a goal. Busy, big clear all the way downfield. Great touch here by Crimson. Be getting tangled up with Turtles. Unfortunately, it's going to leave Jarhead in an awkward spot. And Kansas City just lighting that up with a perfect shot.
Turtles just wanted all the boost on that side. He wound up pushing Jarhead out of the way at the mid boost, and then once he met Crimson in the corner boost, he hit him out of the way. Turtles, despite getting that demo on KCC on the goal line, winds up paying it twofold, I guess, on his own teammates. Gonna be a little bit costly there as this goes back even. Just over 2.5 minutes here, about to approach halftime. Could be an open net opportunity though, but Busy and Toss have to combine to get this one out. Jarhead though, plenty of boost, sends it to Crimson. Crimson up in the air, looking for a double off the backboard. He finds it enough, I believe, at least off the corner. Turtles does not find contact now, it's just Jarhead rushing to get back. Busy cannot find the touch off that side to open up a passing lane. Now it's Jarhead on transition, another swing and a miss on the goal line. Not the goal line, the corner, this time by Toss. Faceless still has to swing around his teammates to that one. Try to get to that ball. Does not make contact. Now it's KCC on the counter, but here comes Faceless Turtles yet again, being all over the play here this game. Just swinging wide for Jarhead, back out into the middle. Nobody there in time is Crimson. Toss, try to read this one. Didn't have the angle. Not there in time. Crimson's a demo on the third. It's going to be Faceless Turtles. He pre-flips into the ball with no boost. It goes wide, and that could have been the lead for the Tyrants.
Faceless Turtles aggression kind of backfiring a little bit there. The pre-flip to really push up on that when Jarhead had it lined up pretty good. Unfortunately, maybe he didn't call him off, and that cost them a goal in the end. Faceless Turtles gonna scoop up the boost, but the quick challenge by Toss is a massive shot on net, but a big save coming in by Crimson. Big touch here by Virtus going up top. Team's deadlocked at 2 and really struggling to find a way into the back of the net. They've kind of both settled in here. Anything standing out to you here, Mixed, of what either of these teams are doing good and not doing good?
Once we get to these awkward reads, KCC has very much struggled to get these reads and cleared off sooner. Getting these clears a little late, and that could spell trouble for wanting to get some goals against LVT. The later you get that cleared, the more damage it does to you, and this one will find inside the post. Turtles. Oh my goodness, let me do some math. That's 1 for 3 this game. What was it last game? 3 for 17. So now he's on 4 for 20. My goodness, yeah, he's putting on a clinic of shots now. This one will eventually get a lead for the Tyrants. But I was about to say, you know, if you're KCC, you got to get these clears out a little bit quicker. Getting some very dangerous misses. That's buying LVT time. And if you're LVT, you got to space out a little bit more accordingly. You're bumping into each other like crazy. Double commits happening. But Crimson has been dominating his 50s this entire series, and that's what really spelled trouble for KCC if this keeps on happening.
Yeah, everybody on Las Vegas doing a little bit of work here, a goal apiece currently. And on the other end, Busy, just a one-man show right now, putting up a clinic of stats, but he needs his team to work with him here. Good touch by Virtus, followed up by Toss, but unfortunately the problem with that is nobody's home. Busy getting back just in the nick of time. Get a touch, free flips into that one. It's going to be on net, but everybody's going to be back.
Oh, no.
Back. Oh, I think they're going to want that one back because Busy, right when he touched that, I was like, he's got no boost to follow it up. Faceless Turtles and Jarhead's there. So I did not expect that to go in, Mixed.
If he just does not pull his car back, he had the boost, he had the time, he had the angle, but he pulls his car back just a little bit too quick. That could have been match point for the Tyrants, but now we're back level 3 apiece and KCC have life. They will take that and they will run overtime here in game number 4. 50 will go into the favor of LVT. It's going to be Crimson up in the air. If you're KCC, you do not want him up in the air like that, bearing down on you all of the boost. Now Faceless going to get denied on his shot. Jarhead trying to win his challenge. He fails to do so, and that's going to be KCC on transition. Crimson, low boost, will find the mid. He's going to win this challenge. Tosses it out mid for Jarhead. Gets the demo, post and out. Heartbreak. That could have been match point yet again, but LVT cannot score yet. He'll still be into this KCC corner. Down the line, played is Busy. He's going to rush to get this mid boost, but he can't. It's going to be stolen by Faceless. He does not find the touch on the ball, though, but he will steal all of this boost, and this ball is still kept in possession. Jarhead now with the read, post and out. Yet again, Turtles can't get there in time. It will still be played back out mid. He plays it away from Crimson. The shot will go into the corner. My goodness, absolute pandemonium.
Yeah, the aggression once again by Faceless Turtles I thought was going to work against him because he kind of cut Crimson off a couple times, but he stuck with it. He put it in, so nothing wrong with that when it goes into the back of the net. And, you know, Las Vegas, a little bit of a roller coaster there. I thought it was going to slip away from them, but they end up coming out on top and now find themselves in a very good position, a 3-1 lead. So they have a couple games to work their magic and move on into the conference finals. So, can they do it, Mixed It?
Oh boy, I mean, KCC looked a lot better, but it really just came down to LVT's mistakes that cost them so many opportunities and so many goals there in that game. Especially that Faceless Turtles whiff on the goal line late in that game. He made up for it in overtime, but my goodness, I mean, Busy, 760 points, 3 goals on 3 shots, perfect shooting, and a savior medal to his name, but no assist. He's going to be rest of the team needing to stack up with him to get some of these stats, get some of these team plays going, because it's not one individual player really carrying or one individual player really sinking KCC. They're just not finding these team plays like Vegas is doing.
ACC, you got to win here if you're going to do it, because if not, your season is all but over. And I know these guys have worked hard and they want to win. I mean, Toss is looking good all season and Busy putting up some good numbers here, Virtus as well, so they're going to be fighting tooth and nail to see if they can get back into the series before it gets too far away from them. But unfortunately, Faceless Turtles, I mean, he heard you talking earlier, Mixon. This guy's slowly but surely repairing that shooting percent.
Slowly but surely, that's still 6 for 23 on the night. 4 minutes and 52 seconds, almost the entirety of the game left here in game number 5. And if you're KCC, after putting up such a fight in the last game, to go down quick again, it's just gut-wrenching. You want to find some momentum, something to go your way. It seems like nothing is happening for you right now. This is ball played into Busy. He'll look to play some all-star hero work yet again. Gonna get the flip off the ceiling, sends it over the goal line. It's gonna be on target. My goodness, a backflip save from Crimson. We'll send that one away, and a good 50 there, one from Faceless. We'll send this one even more away into the corner now. Busy plays it past Turtles. Gonna look to get past Crimson. Looks for the musty flick, cannot find it. Crimson now, plenty of boost, but 2 players go from KCC. It's an open net, but Jarhead can't find the angle. We'll send this one off to the corner. Still pressure for Vegas. That one almost finds it. Turtles sends that one just a little bit wide off the post. My goodness, back and forth game here, but Vegas are starting to roll.
Turtle really coming out of the shell here, kind of looking like the red one from Mario. He's just all over the place, a heat-seeking missile right now. Quick touch up top, toss, gonna fire this one down. I mean, LVT once again coming out so strong. Kansas City has struggled to even put a shot on net. But again, as I say that, there is a very close one on net. And then a follow-up. Jarhead, beautiful save. And the follow-up by Faceless Turtles off the save. A massive clear way down to the Kansas City end. And now they have an attack of their own going on in front of the net. That one's up top, coming down slowly. Virtus can't make the touch. That's off the backboard. A bump coming in by Faceless Turtles. But Kansas City recovers.
This ball is going to send into toss. It's been a little bit quiet since his early game 3 goal. That would have spelled disaster for Vegas there if he would have got a good piece of that ball. Seems like a little bit of a demo play here from Crimson. It's going to open up the back line yet again for Vegas. Good clean win there from Busy. We'll get back on the offensive end. Awkward play there from Faceless. Off to the corner. Back into Toss. He's going to send it wide yet again. This one looking for Virtus. He's going to have to dive on Jarhead, but cannot find contact. Busy last back now. Facing down Turtles on his sidewall. Jarhead on the other side. And Crimson staring down his soul. Waiting for him to hand that ball to him. Crimson back out to the midfield. Finds Jar, but cannot make contact. Toss wins this one. Sends a hard shot downfield. This time saved by Faceless. He's going to find this one, but it's still an open net as the defense has to get back. Still off the post, and my goodness, whether it's a shot or a save, Jarhead is loving that post right now.
Still 1-0 here, and since I've looked, Kansas City has at least put a few on net. Virtus making an awkward touch. This is not good. It's just bouncing in front of their net. Crimson trying to follow this one up. Kansas City definitely a little bit panicky right now. They got to slow things down, and the minute they do, they get demoed. However, Jarhead will try and take control of this one. Good follow touch here if he can get to it. Virtus touching that one upfield. Busy can't get the pre-flip touch he was looking for. Lots of demos coming out all over the place, mainly Las Vegas, getting them on Kansas City. So really trying to get under the skin here as Busy does it and puts it in. looked like he was squaring up a flip reset, but could not get there. So he was a lot slower to get the touch than I think anybody anticipated, and just sneaks it under it. I think he got a little bit of help there from Virtus.
Going gets tough get going, and this time Busy will answer. Had a great game 4, and now looking to have a great game 5 as well. Us. It's a good 50 win off this kickoff, but it's still going to be saved away by Faceless. Sent off into the midfield. Dangerous ball here. Virtus gets a good challenge win, but there's still too many Vegas players back on that defensive third. Now Busy, high up into the air, still cleanly won by Crimson. It just seems like any challenge that KCC makes, there's 2 more players of Vegas waiting on them. They just are struggling to find anything going for them on the offensive end. This one, it's sent off to the sidewall twice. Virtus for a touch. He's got toss mid. He's going to look to find toss mid. He does find toss mid. It's still going to be broken up by Jarhead. Played it to the corner. Busy wins this challenge. He's still got Virtus in that corner. Faceless. High bounce off of that sidewall toss. Great read. Going to play this off to the side. Going for a double as well. Gets a challenge enough. Does not have a player behind him to support. Busy and Virtus both really far back. Busy goes under one. Tries to find the shot as Virtus, but it still goes to the side. Crimson playing Spider-Man on that corner wall, letting his teammates go in front of him. Busy trying to find something here, and 36 seconds remain in game number 5. KCC still tied here, but they're looking to finish this one in regulation.
Faceless Turtle's gonna bang that one up top. Everybody up here, that's back. So that is not good. Faceless can't get it, so he goes for a bump. Squishy save coming out by Virtus, the falling. Saved by the Phantom fourth player for Kansas City. It is Jarhead. Totally accidental, but I don't think it was really going to go in anyways. A little bit of a 50-50 here, going towards the net. 2 players up. Faceless and toss, fighting midair. Good touch here by Turtles at midfield. If someone gets there, it could be good. Jarhead shoots that one just wide. Deadlocked at 1 second left. The touchdown is kept up by Jarhead towards the wrong side. We will have overtime.
My goodness, Jarhead had a chance to put that one away right at 0 seconds, but it gets saved away anyways. He's going to look to do it again. No, off the post and out. Turtles gets denied on the goal line by Busy. Crimson gets beat over the head. All 3 players up. This is an open out opportunity. Busy, it's a foot race. He's got to 50 it. It's in front of the net. Here comes Toss. Both swing and a miss on the goal line, and now it's a 3v1 counter. Faceless Turtles onto the backboard. Perfectly read by Virtus. A great demo there from Toss. And my goodness, as this ball will stall out, so will our blood pressures. Another demo there from Virtus, still into the corner as this ball off the respawn bumped away is Jarhead. He's gonna get that boost though. Now Faceless stuck here, bumping Busy off the ball. All 3 players go. It's an open net yet again. Plays it up to the backboard, toss off the post. Nobody there to follow up, and KCC and LVT have had numerous shots and opportunities to put this one away, and it's still nothing to show for.
Yeah, both teams just playing all on octane here, and it's just a matter of time till one player is just a little bit too aggressive and pushes up a bit too far. These guys are playing all offense, no defense at the moment. Jarhead touching this one forward. Faceless getting an accidental touch that shot it over the toss. Toss clears this over into the corner. Jarhead's there, wants to slow down, but the 50's gonna come out in front of the net. Turtles is up. Busy can't get the read. That was dangerous. Crimson touching it forward. Touch back all the way into the Kansas City corner where Faceless Turtles tries to set up Jarhead, but that one is shoved away by Kansas City.
That is now 6 for 27. Faceless Turtle shooting. Jarhead now looking to isolate and flick this one over the defender. Gonna be Crimson looking for the dagger. It won't find it. Faceless Turtles there. The shot's too weak. It will get cleared away. Now Toss and Busy looking to combine here. It still gets one away by Faceless Turtles. It's an awkward read. Uses his flip. Cannot catch up to it. A great win there from Toss. Will put Vegas back on the back foot. But a good boost grab and time here for Crimson. Past 1. Looking past the second. Cannot get it. Busy had a great 50-50 showing ever since I complimented Crimson on his challenges. My goodness! Back pass off the backboard. Jarhead off the backboard. This could be it. Everybody goes. Everybody misses. Jarhead for the dagger. No, it's still off target. Off to the side. Everybody has jumped. Everybody has missed. A dim onto the goal line. It's open, but nobody there in time. Crimson now. Backboard. Still nobody home. Jarhead off to the sidewall looking for a double. Faceless is denied. It gets sent off into the corner yet again, and now Crimson off to the backboard. This could be it. Jarhead off the backboard yet again. They cannot put this ball in.
Kansas City sitting on life support right now as the Tyrants have picked up the pace just so much in their end. Finally, a clear, alleviating some of the pressure here. And the counterattack, quick shot. That one's staying out somehow. Virtus gonna slot that one on, try and follow it up. That is on. Jarhead needs to make a save and barely does. He's not at a harm's way yet. But luckily, Faceless Turtles coming to the rescue. Crimson, good clear. Now they're back on the attacking corner here. This one gonna wrap around, touching it down. Jarhead just wide. We have played 3 extra minutes and still deadlocked at 1.
3 extra minutes and it feels like triple the amount of shots taken. Here comes Crimson yet again, bumps the defender. It's out in the net, it's open, it's Jarhead to bury it. He finishes the other 6 opportunities he had, but my goodness, he'll bury this one, close out this series in 5 games. What an overtime.
So that tells us ground dinosaurs go roar and take down the flying ones. And, you know, the number 1 seed will take that one 4-1. And I believe that was one of the power ranking predictions here. If I take a peek real quick, and it was one person, Cockbro, getting that one right. So Las Vegas showing why they were the number 1 seed and pushing forward a little bit more. And I mean, look at those stats, 15 shots mixed. I mean, we felt it. That was just pure adrenaline there for a couple solid minutes on the attack.
Here's the stat that everybody was wanting for and nobody asked for. 6 for 28 will finish the shooting line for Faceless Turtles. He has put on a clinic here tonight of shots. Only 6 goals to show for it. I believe Jarhead and Crimson combined for more, but that's still a great showing of offensive capability from him. If he can just find something to bury those. And I'm going to say it may have been a little bit worse on those percentages because there was a lot of shots that did not register, so that could be pushed well over into the 30s. But that's not a stat that I care about anymore. What an overtime. There was so many shots, so many goals where it just could have been put away if just one mistake was cleaned up.
Yeah, that was a very good series, and it felt closer than it actually was. You know, you look at it, you say 4-1, that was a blowout, but I don't think it's really fair to say that it was a lot closer than that looked. But that will wrap up Mac League action tonight. Tomorrow, we are back at it with Noodle Cup. A little bit more mechanics, a little less brain. So we will see how tomorrow goes. Be sure to join up for that. But tonight we had me and we had Mixta, we had Orlandon making all those lobbies there, and we had Pyre Squared running all the fancy graphics, giving you guys all the visuals to look at. So thank you to everybody involved tonight. And oh, the front half too. Who casted the front half again, Mixta?
Alligator and Sizz.
I knew it was Sizz, but I couldn't remember the other name. But that is
How
everybody.
dare you.
So thanks everybody for watching, and stick around for a quick raid. We will see you tomorrow.